wishful thinking.
It would be more probably beneficial to do a show, different shows on the show. Well, this show's about metal. This show's about dance. This show's about rather than mixing up in one show.
Go too extreme. Okay,
because then people will know. That show that I like's on now, so I'll just do that. But this next
one's
about dance. I don't like
dance
music.
I know. I just love the idea, and because I've DJ'd for many years as well. I love the idea and to be able to like just play some stuff that you can like work, but then dropping something in the middle of something, and then people like love it. And
I know what you mean.
What is that?
Trying to introduce people to something different that they wouldn't normally listen to. I get that. I get that.
Yeah. Where were we at again? I'm always going to go off on tangents.
This is officially the fastest moving conversation we've ever had.
Is it?
In 21 guests.
Right, okay. Too much. I need to stop drinking coffee.
Talking about the band Dino More and about how we've moved on to the podcast now.
Yeah,
and
of
then
course.
Skiddle had a podcast.
Skiddle did have a podcast, and it's also on hiatus.
I think people underestimate what's involved in it, though. It's not as easy and as straightforward.
I'm guessing obviously when I'm long gone tonight, you guys have got to do some editing and
not really.
No? Okay.
No, this is recorded on the fly.
Right.
The camera angles and everything changes, recorded as it happens. So when you press stop record, it's done.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Only if you say something absolutely ridiculous, would we then have to do some editing?
Yeah. Oh yeah. When I come out with some really racist remarks or something, is there anything you can do in terms of can you get rid of my ball patch and put something in that when I've gone or anything like that?
That's not a ball patch.
No. There is something like that. It's all my fellow colleagues take the piss out of me. It's quite funny. Yeah. Right. Oh yeah. So no, we were talking about Robin. What are you doing?
Just making you look even better.
Oh no! Don't do this.
Moving some angles.
Oh no. Okay, I'm not gonna look at myself. Robin is our mutual friend, isn't he?
Yeah. Top geezer.
Top geezer. Absolutely. Yeah. He's a character. I've known Robin for a long time. In fact, only really probably got to know him in the last kind of like year and a half, really. But I mean,
well, for people who don't know, he's a promoter based in Manchester.
Robin Plumley, kind of most associated with Sound Control, I suppose.
Yeah, that was the other thing I've got written down here to talk about, which recently had its last gig.
At least it has its last gig, and then its last ever night's going to be on the 16th of December. So what
a great venue that was.
Oh no, amazing! I've had some great random nights in there and gigs and stuff like that. So
I always thought. Do you know why it's closing down?
I
can't imagine it's because nobody's going. Because most of the gigs I've been to there, I've seen gigs advertised and they've always been done well.
There's various things. I think one thing is they're trying to say it's been made as student flats, but then there's also the kind of like the whole where because obviously Oxford Road train station is just there. They're trying to. Some people have told me that they're just trying to extend that train station there and various venues in that area.
So it's basically whoever owns the buildings decided.
Yeah. So it'll be there's a lot of venues in great venues in that area, which I hope the rumor's not right that they're all going to close down. Anyway,
are you finding out that more venues are closing now recently? Unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, new ones always pop up as well.
Yeah, that's true.
There is that, but I mean, it's sad when venues close. I mean, usually there's various reasons for it, and. Sorry. I mean, I've kind of talked about this quite a little in the past. What do you usually say about it? Kind of, I mean, people don't have as much disposable income anymore, so they can't really go out during the week as much. I'm talking about more like club stuff now. Yeah, really. So that kind of like to maintain kind of clubs.
It's a shame because there are a lot of venues closing, but and this is another thing we've talked about a lot on this show is the fact that it's something to do with it. The fact that not enough people are going to the local venue as they are to the stadium.
Yes. Yeah.
Like. It's kind of an attitude thing where I don't know if people don't think that they're going to get enough value for money paying £6 to see four underground bands and paying £90 to see a stadium band. Is that kind of
it's bizarre one, isn't it? It doesn't seem there's much value in kind of like value in things as much anymore. And I don't know whether again it's because no one pays for music. I mean that as well. There is that. So it's kind of so. Again, I hate this. I hate it like when people take anything for free kind of thing. It's just like so maybe when that started happening, then the bigger bands started obviously charging more, which is completely understandable. Oh, it pisses me off whenever you see anyone go, oh my god, like whoever, like £80 to see this band. It's like, because how else are they making money now? Like, do not moan. It's all of our faults for not buying music anymore. So,
but they still sell out. So obviously, it's not the wrong price. It's the right price.
Yeah, absolutely. So
I was going to say because we both went to see Metallica.
Yes. Oh, you were there? I didn't see you.
I was at Glasgow.
Oh right, you went to Glasgow. Oh, okay. Yes.
I didn't realise you went to both.
No, I didn't go to both. No, I was in Glasgow the day was on.
I thought you were there.
Yeah, good stalking, man. No, I'll tell you a little story, non-music related. When we were just driving around in Glasgow, and the news came on. Sorry, it's just come back to me. The news come on. It's like someone's been killed today by a hook. A hook?
What?
A hook? Isn't that nuts?
An inanimate hook.
Imagine getting
just a hook going around.
Someone just walking around with a hook. I mean, and it's dark times anyway at the moment.
Would you get a hook?
I don't know. Yeah, really weird. Anyway,
a hammer, some shovel, and a hook, please.
Yeah. That's my Glasgow story.
Random.
But yeah,
that's Glasgow for you.
Yeah, I just obviously you know when a gig's going on. So we walk around, you see loads of Iron Maiden t-shirts and Anthrax and Metallica, and it's like, yeah. So, but where are we up to? I mean, very, very quickly, Metallica announced, weirdly, which at the London show, that they were headlining Download, and as we all know, they're not. So that's what they said at the London show. Apparently, that's what I've been told. But then I don't know whether I think the Glasgow was before or after. I can't remember. But then the
Glasgow was 2 days before Manchester.
Right? So it was after London.
Yeah, London was the first
maybe it hadn't been signed off or whatever because they didn't mention it in Manchester. So maybe they were supposed to play it and. Either way, if Guns have replaced that, I'm more than happy. So
because reenact the Metallica Guns co-headline.
Well, 1992. Man, that's the dream lineup for me. Guns N' Roses, Metallica, Faith No More, Soundgarden.
Yeah, but there's still room.
God.
Still Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Who was the other headliner? Ozzy.
Yeah. Oh no, the third one's Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah. So
which there's a lot of shit for that, but I don't mind it at all.
In all honesty, I will. Are we okay just to talk about random stuff when it just comes in?
Anything.
That's cool. Okay, so Avenged Sevenfold are kind of a little bit after my time, really. I listen to loads of music and listen to loads of new music.
How old are you?
33.
I'm 36.
Oh yeah, you don't look it. You don't. Wow.
Not this again.
Oil of Olay much. So
Avon.
Yeah, I've had I used to look your youthful ways. Anyway, so
before your time.
Yeah. Well, no. There became a point when. And this is for someone who does obsessed with music and listens to loads of new music. I don't know. I got a bit uninspired with a lot of rock music, and I think that was when Avenged Sevenfold came through. Maybe like
it did go through a dip. It
definitely did. And who else was there? Bullet for My Valentine and stuff like that. So those are just I couldn't relate to them.
Bring Me the Horizon, Bring Me the 6 and all that.
Bring Me the Horizon being another one. Yeah, all those kind of stuff. So you know what, they might be great. I've never really given them a chance really. So I do intend to go to Download for the whole weekend. So obviously I'll check them out.
I just don't get the people giving them shit. Well, like another thing that keeps cropping up on here is the talk of like, well, there's got to be certain bands who are able to start headlining because you can't rely on the dinosaur bands forever.
100%. I completely agree with that.
So I mean, there's only like who are not quite as old, but still fellow like Foo Fighters, Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah.
Who else? Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah.
Certain level of bands. At some point, they've got to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Download have got to say, okay, here's your new headliners.
Yeah.
The older ones have gone.
Yeah. We
can't rely on the dinosaur bands anymore.
That is true. I mean, but for
it's got to happen at some point.
I completely agree with that. But for someone who does still like the dinosaurs, obviously having two of them Download next year is I
just mean at some point they're just not already there.
Yeah. Oh no, of course they're not. But then obviously these guys will be the dinosaurs, and we'll be long gone.
Yeah.
So
the other one of the fact of like when will be the first band to headline Download who came in after the internet. When since they've started, there's never been album sales.
Yeah, I know.
That'll be a different.
That's nuts. Like literally, they'll be headlining down and they've never sold one CD or something like that. It'll happen.
And none of their fans will go, what CDs? What CDs?
I know. It's crazy, man. This is why I love driving because I don't have a CD player at home anymore, but I've got one in the car. So do you know what I mean? So I've still got my. I love when I'm going like away. So obviously coming to see you guys today, it's like go through all my pile of things like that. They're all smashed all the CDs. But it's like right, I'll have that one. Oh, are they?
I'll just Spotify.
Right, yeah. I know. It's great.
It's just convenient.
It's great. You know what? I can't believe Tool's still on the things that.
Are they not?
No, they're the last of the gigantic.
Through their own choice.
Yes, yeah. Through various things with the record label. I mean, A Perfect Circle are on there, Pussifer are on there. I'm a diehard Maynard James Keenan fan. So yeah, Tool are kind of the last. Well, no, I think Garth Brooks as well. If you're into that kind of thing, I think they're the last two of the big kind of names to not be on because they just haven't come up with the. They have not got negotiated.
The only thing that needs to change is the artists need to get paid more per stream.
Yeah,
that's the only thing.
I mean, did you, when you were doing the band, did you kind of like? I'm guessing you looked into all that kind of stuff. Is it as ridiculous as like 0.13 pence per stream or something like that?
It's gotten slightly better, but still,
right.
It's not even.
Yeah.
Unless you. I mean, well, I've said this before on this show as well, is when Metallica resisted for about 5 years on Spotify, and then when they went on, Enter Sandman got something ridiculous, 60 million plays. Well, and obviously they only got 25 grand or something for 60 million
But then they just realised it's a necessary evil, isn't it?
It's more for discoverability than anything else. Because when they've been going that long, you've got like the next, third generation who you need to still be there where they get their music so they can find you as well.
Well, obviously the biggest band of all time, the Beatles, like they held out for so long as well, and it's like when they did it, it's like there's no point no one else holding out now if they've done it.
Who owns the music these days?
Who owns Beatles music?
It used to be Michael Jackson.
It was, and is it still his estate?
Jackson estate?
Because I mean, I think McCartney was trying to buy it back.
So he should really. One of them.
He should do.
How did Michael Jackson come to own it in the first place?
There is a story, and I don't know it. No, I kind of
because it's not as if they're all dead and no, I
know. It was just I think when it was like obviously when he was super rich, Michael Jackson. But even when Michael Jackson was the biggest pop star in the world, I imagine he still wasn't as rich as any of the Beatles.
Probably not.
So it's like maybe they're just all on drugs and went, oh yeah, it's okay, you can have it, you can have the back, you can have the back.
It's a very hippie thing to do, isn't it? We don't care.
Yeah. I know it's a strange story, but I mean, there's many strange Michael Jackson stories, isn't there? So,
but back catalogs, like you've stories of bands giving them away, selling them, and then buying them back.
Yeah.
That's one of the things about Metallica's smart business sense. They got good advice back in the day. The first thing they spent their money on was the rights to their own music.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, do you remember obviously I was very much the Napster thing. That was kind of when that was growing up, wasn't it? And,
but it just turns out, in the end of the day, Lars Ulrich was right.
Yeah, no, of course he was. Of course he was. It's the way his mannerisms and the way he actually talks that kind of pisses a lot of people off, isn't it? But he was completely right.
Him and his legal team saw what was coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the record companies went, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
There's nothing happening. Everything's fine.
Yeah. But
and that's why the biggest company who owns all the music now is not a record company; it's a computer company.
Yeah, I know. But again, thinking on the positive, how amazing it is just to have everything, and you can think of any song and it's like, right, I can listen to it straight away.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
I just wish if artists got paid more, and I think eventually.
Yeah, it'll I think that'll happen. So I don't know. For the massive artists, do they not negotiate their own deals, or is it everyone on literally the same thing? They're obviously just going to come out with millions more because not even millions.
Well, there's so many people. They've got such a huge fan listenership now, like Spotify that's where all artists need to be there. So it's not as if I don't think they have the bargaining power that maybe when it first started. Yeah. But now it's like, well, everybody else is on there, so you're either on it or you're not.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and so the one thing I'm waiting for, and I kind of I won't ashamed to admit it, but I Google it every day, is the sound quality on the streaming sites. It's you can tell. For me, I can tell a difference.
An audiophile.
Yeah. I mean, not, I'm not a sound engineer by any means, stuff like that. But Appetite for Destruction, which I've listened to 2,003,000 and right times. But and I wish I couldn't, but I can tell the difference between the CD version and when I'm streaming it.
I can, but to be fair,
it's
most
not.
Of the time, if you're listening in your car or you've got your earbuds in, it's not that important.
I know. And oh no, absolutely.
But if you listen to Spotify in a big stereo home with massive speakers, digital desktop monitors, then I agree.
Yeah. So I'm just waiting for. I mean, I did go on Tidal for a bit because of it.
Is that even with the high quality mode activated on?
Well,
do you use Spotify?
I use Apple Music. So it's the similar. I think the similar bit rates and things like that. So, but I went on Tidal, obviously Jay-Z's thing, and it was because they've got a high resolution one. It was £20 a month, as opposed to 10 for all the others. Right. But I did go on it, and I was like, right, that's £20 a month for high res, and it does sound a lot better. I think the others, it's coming to the others, and I just can't wait for that day when was
it just like 320?
It's WAV quality.
Oh,
so
WAV,
even better than better than 320. So,
but if you're streaming that, is that not a? I suppose.
Well, no, yeah. So obviously it depends. Ideally, download it on the thing and it'll be perfect. If you just you have to stream it over really amazing.
I mean, I could always tell 128.
Yeah,
like the symbols. That's terrible. Anything above 192, I'm not.
Well, back in
headphones, I'm not that bothered.
Back in the days of SoulSeek and LimeWire and stuff like that, and when you download things, maybe some porn as well. But
there's only young people they'll go, what's LimeWire?
But I know, but so you get things and it's like you get things on 128, and it's like, and you're like, fucking hell, how did I even and listen to it. And I won't be ashamed to admit, but when I used to DJ out a lot, I'd sometimes play like some 128s and things like that. It's like, oh my god,
on their face, they won't notice.
No, I know, yeah. So that was pretty good. But I'm listening and going, oh my god, I can't believe I've just done that, because I kind of I'll admit that I kind of DJ'd a lot of cheesy pop music. That was my job. It was my job, playing 5 nights a week, playing cheesy pop.
You've got to pay the bills.
Oh no, absolutely, man. It was great money, to be honest. It was great. This is before the tax man got involved. It was amazing. Them's were the days. But so yeah, I sometimes, because I hated the music so much, I wouldn't even listen to. I wouldn't even listen. So I download stuff. I wouldn't listen to it beforehand. So that I'd be listening to it. I'd be listening to the music I'd be listening to the song for the first time ever. That when playing it in a club, and like, well, so the sound quality is terrible, and this song is awful. But oh my God. Yeah, I got a bit better. Sometimes I'd listen before I went out and stuff as well. So yeah, it was quite a while ago. That.
So, what other jobs have you had before you got this gig?
Okay, so went to. I won't give you. I won't
yeah, like, let's go from the beginning.
Well, yeah, I mean, I won't go like.
Have you studied in the music industry?
No. So I went to. I was born on the Friday the 13th. No, right, but I went to.
Let's write your autobiography right now.
Yeah. Oh my God. No one's interested in that. So basically, I suppose it all kind of. I've always been obsessed with music. It's.
Is that your parents' fault?
Good question.
It usually is.
Probably a little bit. Well, my dad. Anyway, I mean, he's not alive anymore. But I, in a weird way though, I rebelled against everything that he was into. So his favourite bands were the Stones, the Beatles, Bob Dylan, Van Morrison, and who I adore all of them now. But because they were his favourite bands, I was like, right, I was Guns N' Roses. I was like, Guns N' Roses are well better than the Rolling Stones. Now it's like, the Stones obviously are a much more influential band and stuff like that. And I love the Stones now.
I just like it all.
Yeah, now I like everything and so basically I've went and got all his albums and stuff like that. And it kind of like, but so yeah, so there was always music playing and stuff like that. Yeah. So that was that. But then I mean, a lot of stuff I just did discover myself, and kind of like just my favourite thing to do is literally read about music while listening to it. That is it. That's my ideal. Yeah. That's my ideal thing, right? Everyone's like, "What are you doing this weekend?" It's like, "No, I'm not. I can't. I'm just staying and listening to music and stuff like that."
So I used to do that a long time ago,
right?
When I was a teenager.
Yeah. And have you grown up since? Do I need to grow up?
No. It's just the time to just sit and listen to music and do nothing else.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
It's just like that's modern life, isn't it?
And to be honest, it doesn't exist anymore. And this is I have to force myself to it, because unfortunately the way of the world is. I think I only listen to music properly now when I'm in the car or when I'm walking down the street, and but when you're at home, you're on your phone, you're on your laptop, so you're not properly listening to anymore, and that's it's a very, very, very sad state of affairs. And I think that's why I find it harder to get into new music. If it's music that you know and love, you know it, it's ingrained in you. When it's something new, it's hard to kind of like get in something and listen to it over and over. I listened to something once and like I enjoyed that, but it's like it's hard for me to. And I don't know whether this is an age thing as well, but it's like I liked it, but now I'll just put on this classic album.
It's not an age thing; it's a life thing. I think.
So like, yeah.
Like I don't think kids. I can't imagine like teenagers in their bedrooms just lying on their bed with headphones on, just listening to an album from beginning to end.
That was it.
I used to do that all the time.
Because, and again, like you've probably talked about it, and loads of other people, but it was the whole thing of going out, buying the album, and you couldn't afford it, so you buy one album a month, say, and you'd study it, the inlay. I'd know
the lyrics.
Oh, the credits.
Where was it recorded? Who recorded it? All the thank yous and all that.
All that stuff. That's what I mean. You look through like in all your kind of like your heroes. You're like, oh my god, they've credited so and so. It's like, where did that come from and stuff like that. It's like on Usual Illusion 2, Guns N' Roses. They credited "You Could Be Mine" to Elton John, because that was Axl's hero, and it's like, oh my god, that was the first time I'd heard about that. That's like, wow. And Bernie Taupin, who's the Elton's lyricist, it's like, oh, that's fucking amazing and stuff like that. So yeah, that was.
Imagine like for teenagers these days. Imagine if you just suddenly said, oh, the internet's gone now, so the only way you can find out about this band that you've just discovered is like you have to go and buy that magazine, or they'll be on TV on Friday night. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, I know. So good. It'd be so good.
Like now, if you discover a new band, and then you find out they're playing in your town in 6 months' time, but 6 months, you can know every single thing about that band. You could buy their entire back catalogue, and without leaving your house. Yeah, absolutely. You know exactly what they look like. You know the history. Yeah,
but I mean, but then let's on the positive. Then that could be that could be really good as well.
It is, but. Kind of takes away the mystique of bands.
Yes, it
there's
does.
No more.
It does take away the mystique.
Keep saying there's no more rock stars these days. And that's I think that's partly why, because you can't really have this mystical creature on the stage like from another world because you know his real name, or you know where they live, or you know what they used to do. Yeah, it's kind of like Marilyn Manson is probably one of the last ones.
Oh, right. I could talk about Marilyn Manson for the next hour.
I'm not particularly Marilyn Manson.
You're not?
I respect him. I like some of his tunes, but I wouldn't class myself as a fan. Right. But I've got nothing against him.
Right, let's do Marilyn Manson, then we'll go back and do how we got into music. Okay, yeah. So
make a note of that. Otherwise
please do, because I'm not going to do an autobiography, so that'll be the closest to do. Yeah. So Marilyn Manson to me is where I consider them a band because it was Marilyn Manson the band. Have you heard about all this Triggy Ramirez stuff, by the way?
Which stuff?
Oh no, he's now been accused of rape by.
Oh yes.
Because there was a band called Jack Off Jill that they kind of helped bring out in the 90s and stuff like that. And apparently the Jessica's just said that he raped her and stuff like that. And I'm gutted because he was my favourite member of the band and stuff like that. It's like I don't know how it makes me feel. I do you remember when Phil Anselmo did like a Nazi salute a couple of years ago, and that's
White
like
Power thing,
and I was like, should I stop listening to Pantera now? I don't know.
But he's been doing that for years.
Just look at him. He's not exactly.
Sometimes try and separate the music from the people. Unless it's Lost Prophets.
Yeah. Oh God. Sorry. Has it gone off?
I never liked them anyway.
Something gone off? Have I gone off?
No, you're there.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
You.
Can you hear us now?
No. Yes, I can hear you a little bit. It's
you might have to twiddle some knobs.
I can hear you ish. I can hear you now. No, you've gone again. I can hear you. Hey.
Headphones are shit.
Are they? I mean, I can just, as long as you can hear me, I can just keep going.
I can hear loud and clear. But you need to be able to hear us, really.
Yeah, okay, good. No, gone again. Right, you keep doing it, and I will just keep talking. I don't know these people, but I've got friends of friends who have got Lost Prophets tattoos, and it's like, that's so funny. Anyway, that's a strange one. Marilyn Manson, the last great rock star for me, the last of that generation. I think it ended with him, really.
I mean, I respect him now, but I remember first seeing him when I was about 17, 18, and I just despised him.
Oh, really?
I used to hate the whole... I just didn't get it. I just didn't get the whole...
Right,
who's this freak?
Yeah.
But now, I wasn't a musician, I wasn't in the music industry at all then, but now I kind of get the whole, It's kind of like the Slipknot thing. You need some kind of thing that makes you stand out, be a bit different, get noticed.
Absolutely. And then, I think to a lot of people, he's only a freak and stuff like that, but that's like, and then I delved so far into it. I mean, I remember hearing the Beautiful People in the back of my dad's car, and I was like,
I like that song.
I was just like, that was it. I
saw him at the Big Day Out in 1999.
Okay.
Milton Keynes Bowl.
Right, excellent. Okay.
Right before Metallica.
Right,
it was hilarious to watch like all the goths and all the dressed up, freaky looking people all at the front when he was playing, and then the second he stopped playing, like there was a big swish of like they were all out and all the normal Metallica fans just came straight in.
Like anything, all festivals is like a just a sea change, isn't it? And it's just a bizarre thing. But I mean, with Marilyn Manson and with other bands like that, it's like I never got into the image of like I was never goth and stuff like that. And it's just I love it, and I love the image of it. I love the sound of it and stuff like that. But everyone was like, why have you never had long hair? It's like, I don't know. I just never bothered about the image, but I just love kind of like, I suppose, extreme music.
I mean, looking back, I'm glad I stayed. I watched him. Yeah. I wasn't far from the front. Like, I almost left. Like, all my friends go, I'm not watching him. And I was like, no, I'm going to stay and watch. It was a pretty good show. I think looking back, it was pretty good. So good. I didn't realise what I was watching at the time.
Yeah. Right. So what we talk about? So how it got into music?
Yeah.
Okay. So
what did you actually study though?
All right. So at uni, did journalism and English. So with the intention of being a music journalist, that's what I thought. I was like, my dream job was to be fair, that is a good job. Be a music journalist for The Guardian. That was it. That was the dream job. Like kind of like write about kind of whatever electronic music, rock music, kind of like. Obviously, I mean, The Guardian have always been good for getting on like new things like grime and stuff like that, which I love as well. But we'll talk about that later. Yeah. So I mean, I still can't hear you guys, by the way, but I'll just keep talking. Okay. All right. So. And did that, and and I've said this a million times, but I'm sure you won't mind me telling you as well. My music journalism lecturer was Dave Haslam, and he was basically he's an author now, and he does lots of conversations with big artists. But he was a Hacienda DJ, and he was he's pretty famous in Manchester and stuff like that. So he sat down. It was one of the what's it called when you got like different not courses. It was like one of the modules. It was a module, and as part of the journalism side of it. And I remember we all just sat there, and he said like something like, right, who not like what are people into, who likes music? and you should have seen there was hardly anyone put their hand up. It was just like they were just doing it because like just they thought it'd be an easy thing.
Probably thought it was easy.
Putting everything, and I was just like, straight away I was like,
they probably kept people out of that course who really wanted to go on it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So, and I just put my hand up and then we just clicked straight away. He was obviously could tell that I was like pretty fanatical about it and stuff like that. So I owe him quite a lot because Manchester International Festival, he's created a few of them. He's got my brand Micron involved, and we've done a lot of work together over the years. So that's kind of like, I owe him a lot of things for that. At uni as well, a few of us and friends, we just started a club night at our student union.
Okay.
Not thinking, we'll become promoters, but we just thought, let's just do something because no one else was doing it.
Yeah.
So we did it. It was in Castle Irwell in Salford, and we called it the official house party, I think. Yeah. And that was it. And then we kind of started doing them in town a little bit in Manchester.
Yeah.
And it kind of came from there. And then, a few of us were just pissed one night and thought, right, let's start a club night, and we did. And it was called Micron. And
where's the name come from?
A pen. It was just in the back of a pen. Yeah. That's it, because I think. So
there's copyright on that
then. Yeah. I know, shit. But it's one of those things. I think sometimes people think too hard about it. And it's, so we're just like, right, let's just do.
To be fair, these days you do need to think hard about it.
Do you think? Go on.
Well, if you're having a brand already, it's going to become a business. Then it can't be something that already exists.
Well, no.
Or you don't want it to be something that's a million other versions of it.
Like, yeah. No, that's
going back
true.
to our history, our first band name was Dynamo.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
About a year.
Spelt the same name as that guy. Okay.
About a year before anybody knew who he was.
Okay, right.
So then we signed to a management company,
Yeah.
and the first thing they said was, got to change your name.
Right, okay.
Because not just because of him, but if you searched for Dynamo, there was a million bands already called it, or products, services, companies, and it was just like, if people can't find you in the first 2 pages, they're not going to bother.
Oh, of course. There's too many, even now with the Skiddle stuff, there's some like brands or even artists we work with, it's like, guys, what are you doing with things like that? Like they put like silly like umlauts on or whatever symbols over the letters and things like that. It's like, people are going to find it hard to search where you need to be.
Skiddle trademarked?
Yeah,
I thought so.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
these people are idiots.
Yeah. So yeah.
So we changed it to Dynamo, and you type it in, comes up top, boom.
Right. Okay. There you go. So yeah,
today that is something you've got to think about.
Yeah.
If you're starting a new business or a brand.
Yeah. And we didn't think about it then because we didn't think.
Well, you didn't need to then.
We didn't think because it was just a.
But it's a very unique kind of name.
Yeah,
especially even for back then. Yeah.
Yeah. I had nothing to do with the name of that. But
do you know where that came from?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think it was just random. I think it was just like maybe looking in a book or something like that, and it just kind of came up. I think maybe we should edit this bit out. I should know that. No, I'm really joking. I'll find out and I'll text you.
Yeah, we'll put it in the show notes.
So yeah, so that's Skiddle. But obviously with my stuff, I did a club night called Micron, which is very much still going. 11 years, which means we're old in the game in the clubbing world. And then that was it. We few of us did it. Started it and it went really well, and we just started doing it every month. We did it every month for 6 years, which is pretty good long innings, really.
Yeah.
And then I started doing the bookings for the venue, which being Joshua Brooks, and then I didn't want to do Micron all the time anymore.
What was the venue?
Joshua Brooks, it's called.
Ah, okay.
Right. It's around the corner from Sound Control. Well, not around the corner, but close.
Okay, it rings a bell, but
yeah.
I'm not familiar with the venue.
Well, yeah. I mean, we
what
we
capacity
won.
Is it?
For 500.
All right.
So we won quite a few awards and stuff like that. We won best venue in Manchester, MEN awards a couple of years. We got nominated in the DJ Mag Awards 2 years in a row for best small club and stuff like that. So
good work.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting times, really.
Yeah.
And then so that was that. So I was still doing Micron, but I was kind of doing the bookings for the venue in general, and then and helping out with the external lights there. And then I started working for a company called Trough, who are now called Mission Mars, and they own Albert Hall, Gorilla.
They're called what, sorry?
They're called Mission Mars now.
Mission Mars.
Right, okay. Yeah, I don't know why.
Okay.
But yeah, and I just they kind of came and asked me to wanted to work for them, so I went from kind of doing the bookings for one venue to 4, and it was really intense. Did that for a year and decided I couldn't do it anymore.
Intense in terms of
intense of just workload. It was,
okay.
Yeah, it was.
So you're just doing it on your own?
Well, I mean, for the club bookings, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
were you just booking like DJs and stuff?
Yeah. I mean, well, not just DJs. I kind of like it was mainly the club stuff, but then things like I booked Raekwon out of Wu-Tang Clan and stuff like, which was one of the highlights of my life because I'm a massive Wu-Tang fan, and knowing full well that by booking one of them, they all come. As that sounds like a Wayne's World quote, but so do you know what I mean? So it was like, rather than book, all 9 or 10 or however many there is, it's like just book one and they're going to come anyway, because it was after they played the Apollo. So the
they're all there anyway.
Played.
Yeah.
So yes, they were all in town.
Great.
So I think all of them came down apart from Method Man. So it was like RZA came down and just did a DJ set of the new Kanye exclusive tracks.
There's a good bit of PR in it.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. So it was just like, right. So that was one of the highlights of my life, basically. So yeah, but I mean, mainly club stuff. So like I said before, I love all music. I love rock music. I love hip hop stuff. But in terms of my knowledge for bookings and stuff, I think I'm kind of like pretty much the best at like house, techno, disco, which I love as well. I love, like I said, I love.
So did you say you actually left Micron to go to Trough?
No. So Micron's always been going, but I left Joshua Brooks to go to Trough. Yeah. Just because it was progression, career, and stuff like that. But then I did that for a year, and I had absolute burnout, to be honest. Right. And then I had to like just get away from it. It was just too intense and stuff. So took a few months off. Yeah. And then the Skiddle job came up, and
you just saw like another online or something.
Yeah. Well, no, just because I knew them. Okay, I knew them, and they, I always speak to them on and off and stuff like that. So, and it was just, and a job came up, and I was like, right, let's.
They must have thought he likes to talk. He'll be good for this job.
Yeah. He'll be good at this. So, and that was it really. And then now it's kind of a perfect situation where I'm still a promoter. I still do Micron events. I'm getting involved with a new brand called Lost in Music, which is going to be more disco. No, brand.
Oh, brand. Right.
It's going to be called, but it's going to be more disco music. But then also, to go back to Robin, we've been talking about doing some stuff, maybe bits of putting some bands on, maybe some band management.
Okay.
Maybe shouldn't say that, but I've said it already. And there's various things. So I've always been keen to I love the idea of like maybe doing some A&Ring and stuff like that. Yeah. That's. I think that's my dream job, really, and maybe that's something I'll do when I get a bit older. I don't know. I'm pretty old already, so I better get on with that. I'm going to. And that's it, really. So I'm still a promoter, and but now it's I'd rather do big one-off events than regular events every single night. That's the stage I'm at, really, because I like sleep now. So yeah.
So I was going to ask, what did you actually think of Metallica then when you saw them?
Amazing, amazing. Apart from I headbanged so much that I think my brain came out of its socket. Yeah, I was really ill last week. I had a combination of tonsillitis and hand, foot, and mouth disease. If you can believe that, I know.
Where have you been?
I don't know. I don't know. I've been like fucking having sex with cows or something. So apparently it's what kids get. Don't do any kid jokes because that's what I thought. That's already happened as well. So I don't know whether it all came from that gig.
And straight after that,
I think it was the Monday afterwards, and I think I did something with my head. I just went too mental, and then I've given myself all these diseases. I don't know.
I saw your little one-man campaign that didn't work for them to play King Nothing.
Oh yeah, oh man, oh god, right, okay. So this is the thing, right? Obviously, you got some Metallica fans who are like anything, even after Master Puppets, like no. Then you've got some who are Justice for All Yet, and then who are nothing after that, and then obviously but then you've got some who only know the Black Album, isn't it? Like they only know the songs.
Some of it's an age thing, or
I don't know what it is, but oh my god, I think Load is the most appreciated album ever. I think it's unbelievable.
I like Reload as well.
Reload as well, amazing. I mean, St. Anger's fucking awful.
I don't think it's awful.
Do you not?
It's not. It's probably one of their worst albums,
right?
But I don't think it's awful.
I
think I've said it. I can't remember who I was talking to about this, but I think there's just too much cut and paste in it. Yeah, because it was their first album that was on Pro Tools.
Yeah, absolutely. And and if nothing else, we got an amazing documentary out of it. Some kind of monster.
I thought if you watch the documentary, the album makes a lot more sense.
Does it? I mean, yeah. You know what? I don't think I listened to it again after watching the documentary. I'll do that.
If you stop each song about 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay, that is it, isn't it?
It was just let's copy and paste another verse and another chorus. And it's just too much. And they could have done without that terrible sound.
I mean, so would you argue that it's not their worst album?
I think it is
It's the worst album.
Yeah.
I've never got around to listen to the Lulu album.
Don't
with
bother.
Lou Reed. No,
that's not a Metallica album.
Right, no.
Most of the stuff the lyrics and all that, his ideas. So
yeah, I mean, I love Lou Reed separate, but the idea of them two together just doesn't really appeal to me.
Well, really. I thought Hardwired was pretty awesome.
Oh no, I think that's an absolute return to form.
I was listening to it today, actually.
Yeah.
It's probably the last album for got a lot of years where I'm still listening to it.
Later, like, well, you know what? Again, going back to what I was saying before, I listened to an album once, I enjoy it, but then listen to it again. That is also one where it's I've been repeat listening and stuff like that. So
especially after seeing it, like, some of the songs live.
Like, some of them sometimes they make more sense after you've seen them live, don't they?
Yeah.
Then you go back and listen to it. It's like, right.
Well, some songs are, that's an album song, or that's a live song. Until you see both, you never know, do you?
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know the names of the tracks yet. I mean, I do know what is it like, Hardwired and that other one.
Nothing to Flame.
Nothing to Flame and all them. They've all kind of got similar names on this album. It's like something into something, return to something.
Confusion.
But, But no, it's massive return to form, isn't it? Really.
It was.
Headbanged so much I gave myself 2 illnesses. I know.
That is brilliant.
I had this rash all over my hand, all over my face. Did
you go to the doctors and they just said, "This is what you've got"?
I went to the doctors.
Really?
They went. You've been to see Metallica, haven't you? So we've had a few of you in today.
I wonder if Metallica are aware of this disease that they keep getting out.
yeah. So
That's brilliant.
it was mint. What did you? I mean, did they do the? They probably didn't do the Oasis thing in Glasgow, did they?
No, they did some random Scottish thing that I didn't really recognise.
Yeah,
most of the Scottish crowd sing along too.
I mean, it was
they played Blitzkrieg, I love that.
Yeah, no, I do. I think they played Last Caress at ours. Obviously, they've got a few of the covers that they bring out, don't they? And
Last Caress, right?
Last Caress. So amazing. That's obviously that kind of like only got into the Misfits really through Guns N' Roses and Metallica. And it's just they're good at covers, aren't they?
I bet that helped their bank balance when Metallica decided to put that on a record.
Oh no, absolutely, 100%.
Same with Diamond Head.
Yeah, a Diamond Head and stuff like that. And again, I'm always going to bring things back to Guns N' Roses because they're my obsession. But Guns did an album called The Spaghetti Incident. Yeah. It was just their covers album, and they called it the Retirement Fund album. Like they're known as the Retirement Fund because like all these kind of old punk bands that are like hadn't seen a penny for years, probably the
royalties.
They were rich again. Yeah, absolutely. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but yeah, Metallica are amazing, and I don't know what I've got coming up now. Perfect Circle. Now that's Apollo, Manchester Apollo next
great
June.
Venue.
So
the other venue in Manchester I love is the Ritz.
Yes. Oh yeah. Also a great venue. Yeah, I've been to loads of good gigs there. I'd probably say that for good, really good band gigs, you get to talk in the Apollo and the Ritz really. The arena, it's probably it's a bit too big for what it is and stuff. Obviously.
Yeah. Well, I mean, arena shows are arena shows.
Yeah. They
unless
are.
Unless you're at the front, it's a kind of different kind of experience, isn't it?
Yeah.
But if you want to see those big bands, that's where you have to go.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
But when those bands do smaller shows, it's
I know, that's what I mean. That's what it's all about, isn't it? And the same when when I kind of like with the DJ things, it's like sometimes we can manage to get a massive name on because they want to do like a small venues tour and things like that. And it's
you get comedians.
Of what?
Comedians when they do warm-up shows in small
venues. No, absolutely.
I take it you got Skiddle do comedy.
We do. Yeah, we do comedy stuff as well. Yeah, absolutely. So no, we're not. We'll sell ticket for anything. We're whores.
Ticket horse.
Yeah, but no. So this is we don't say no. So we're not going to name any other names. Dice. But they refuse kind of some certain things going on their platform. They don't want it to be on there. What's Dice exactly?
I've never heard of.
Right, well there you go. It's an app that sells tickets. Let's not talk about it.
Okay.
Is there
a Skiddle app?
We've got an app.
Right.
Oh yeah, get on it later.
I will.
Oh yes. But Dice kind of actually say like no to certain events, stuff like obviously, like we monitor things. We're not gonna have tickets for KKK rallies and whatever things like that. But if it's anything of interest that isn't offensive or whatever, of course we're going to sell for it. But our focus is music. Yeah. So we'll sell tickets for all these things, but we won't necessarily write about them.
Like comedy stuff.
Yeah, comedy stuff. So we're not really. I mean, we don't really tend to.
Michael McIntyre did a big national tour. Who's his shows normally with?
He's probably sold it with Ticketmaster, I think. I mean, it's something. Maybe in the future, but at the moment, our actual core values, it's like our kind of branding is around music. Yeah. That might change. That might change in a few years and stuff like that. But it's the team is very much everyone's really knowledgeable about music. We don't have anyone who's like a comedy fanatic and stuff like that. Even though I love comedy, like Stuart Lee, Bill Hicks are the two greatest comedians ever, in my opinion. and I love it. And I go, I always go see Stuart Lee every single time he plays. And I love comedy because like I'll I trust my friends who comedy as well. So I love going and seeing, like, again with bands like unknowns. You know, it's like, you know, when someone's buzzing off someone, it's like you've never heard them. It's like you go along, it's like, this is ace. Yeah, and stuff like that. So comedy's like that for me.
It's like the real world version of someone sending you a link or a video.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Go to a show.
But that's, you know, when someone sends you a link, it's like, it's so sometimes unless you're with them, it's like, but if you're with someone and that you're buzzing off their enthusiasm, it's like, yes, I'll go with you to that and stuff like that. Or again, divergent. But you know, when someone's like trying to promote themselves, so it's like, rather than send me a link, I would just say, give me a CD instead. Just give me a CD because I'll listen to it in the car and stuff like that. That's like, so, you know, links are good sometimes, but you know, if you're not there right at the moment and you can listen to it on your speakers or whatever, it's like just different. I'm still in the old school mediums. Yeah.
So is the Brickyard in Carlisle, are they exclusive?
Yes. No, we're not exclusive. No. They sell. I think they sell with a few different people. I need to work on that.
I've been to a few gigs there, and I've only ever seen, like, in the last few years, I've only ever seen Skiddle.
Okay, cool.
I only go to like the heavy gigs, metal gigs, but they're always Skiddle.
I need to go. Are they still kind of doing like the tribute kind of band stuff? Are they? Or are they kind of getting?
No, well, it's a mixture of both. I suppose sometimes they do C tickets as well.
Yeah,
they do both.
They do. I know they do C tickets, bastards. No, I know. I went in and met them. I've had a couple of meetings with them. I need to get back on with offer them more money or something. That usually works.
It's a great venue. It's a great. We don't have many around here.
Yeah. No. So
Cumbria's a bit spread out.
I don't really know Cumbria. It's the first time I've been to Kendal today. So are we in Penrith now? Is this Clifton?
It's technically Penrith.
Okay, cool. And so when I was quizzing you about it, so is there not actually any kind of like gig venues in Penrith?
No.
Or Clifton?
Not that would do tickets like that.
I mean, is this the kind of best gig venue?
Yeah, this is it. Yeah.
Right, okay.
But it's the Carlisle's really it. And
okay.
There's a couple over West Cumbria.
How many miles away is that?
Carlisle's about 18 miles north on the M6.
So still a bit of a trek.
Yeah,
to get
about 20-25 minute drive.
Okay.
But like, there's West Cumbria as well. There's a few venues there,
right?
But they're all quite small. They're not not as big.
Oh no, I'm not even thinking. I'm thinking for you guys rather than me. I don't.
All right.
Yeah, I want you guys to be able to go to gigs, man. So where would you go? I mean, do you obviously Manchester's not too far away.
Manchester, Newcastle.
Right. Yeah. How far is Newcastle from here?
It's about an hour.
So it's like a geography lesson, kids.
It's about an hour and a quarter.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I can tell we're getting up that way. It feels a little bit colder. I mean, God, I don't claim that Preston, Manchester's warm at all, but you know, it's one of them is that you just know you're getting towards Scotland, and it's like, shit.
I was going to say, so the entire Skiddle team, are they all in Preston?
In terms of, well, I mean, hardly any of them live there.
Right.
I'm one of few who lives in Preston, but they're all scattered around, kind of maybe the northwest. But I mean, our office is based there. Our office is based there, but obviously things like the BDMs, me and the other guys, we won't be office based that much. We'll be in the office 2 or 3 days a week, and then we'll out and about doing meetings, stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, we in the office do admin stuff, but I mean mainly just kind of out meeting people and stuff like that. So
good,
which is good sometimes. Like it means that you drink loads of alcohol. It's just like, oh god, not again. So
have you sorted your Christmas do yet?
Oh no, our Christmas do is 6th of January in Dublin.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So we've done. Yeah, this will be my third.
What's the plan?
Just go and get really drunk. hopefully on Skiddle. Yeah. No, I mean
pull out the Skiddle credit card.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, it will come out. It will come out. Yeah. So
brilliant.
Yeah. So Dublin, good one. I mean, my first year I was there was Leeds, and then last year it was Edinburgh, or was it Glasgow? Okay, I think it was Edinburgh, Scotland, somewhere in Scotland.
Scotland.
And then we're going Dublin. So maybe next year will be like Tokyo or something, I don't know, somewhere even further afield. But so yeah, I mean, we always obviously, you know, actual Christmas period's a very busy time for us because of all the gigs and club nights stuff like that. So we always do it in January.
It does seem to go in phases, doesn't it, for gigs? Obviously, not as much going on when there's festival season.
Yeah.
And then you get like towards the end of the year, Christmas, not much, and then an early year, like well, maybe not January, but like spring.
Yeah, absolutely. So. Again, and that's why it's great for us that the beginning of January is the best time for we can all go and not have to worry about anything going on really. So I'm excited now you've brought it up. Yeah.
What the Christmas do?
Yeah.
Sounds brilliant.
I know, but it's not that far away, is it? It's like,
no, it'll soon be here.
Fuck, I need to buy some Christmas presents as well. Not for Skiddle, for Skiddle people, just for family and that. So, yeah. Right. What's next?
Oh.
All right, sorry. No.
No.
So have you actually had any proper jobs?
Apart from I don't think so. Right, so I'll tell you a little bit of backstory that's not even music related, but my friend Dean, Hi Dean, because I will make him listen to this. Me and him, we were before uni. We were gonna. He just split up with his girl. No, he had a girlfriend. Anyway, we were gonna get a flat. We're from Southport. We were gonna get a flat together. Is everything okay? Yeah. Do you want smoke in front of my face? We were going to get a flat together and like be bachelors just before we went to uni, before we moved away and stuff like that. And for various reasons, basically, he split up with his girlfriend. He went to uni last minute. So, and then what ended up happening, I couldn't go to uni because I was too late. So I ended up just working at Morrison's.
No.
So I ended up working at Morrison's, and I can see why some people just stay in certain jobs, because I stayed there for a year, and by the end of it, they were trying to get me on like these management roles and all this money and stuff like that. And the money was great. And it's like I could have easily just stayed and done that, but I was like, no, I'm just going to leave, and I'm going to go to Manchester. And
I think a lot of people get stuck in a kind of a routine of that kind of job, and they just think, this is it.
Yeah, like, and that's all. Yeah,
it's like having the sort of the thought in your head, I can do something different, I can do something else, or I could just stay doing this forever.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? And fair play to the people that some people are happy.
A job is a
that.
job. You should be happy to have any job, really. These days.
Yeah, of course. So,
well, if you've got something that you're really passionate about, then if there's something inside you, when you're still young enough, you should try to do something.
Absolutely, 100%, man. I'm all about kind of like just taking risks as well. Like I'd rather take a risk and fail than not do it at all.
Even if it meant having a job like that, but then at the same time, like at nights doing something else that's like a hobby.
Yeah,
like, that doesn't pay any money, but you're still doing it.
Don't be stupid. Don't kind of like don't sack a job off when you've not got anything else in the pipeline.
But at least try.
Yeah, absolutely, go for it. So that was it. So my first proper job was at Morrison's. I think I worked at the cost cutter near my mum's as well. So yeah, cost cutter, Morrison's, and then got to uni, and then from there, my first proper job was basically I'd do the DJing that I told you about. So I'd be basically playing 5-6 nights a week at a place called Queen of Hearts, which is in Fallowfield in Manchester. Doing that every night, playing mainly cheesy music, but stuff I would also put in some curveballs and stuff like that. Again, what I told you about before, it's like if I could play one song that I love each night, that would be enough. So I did that, but then it meant that was when Micron started, so it meant that I had the time to do. So I promoted every single day my brand, and then I'd just go on DJ 4 nights a week, and that'd be enough for the bills and more. So yeah, I mean, I suppose that wasn't a real job, and then I got into working at the venues and doing the booking. So actual real jobs, a long time ago, Morrison's and Cost Cutter.
So have you got a preferred genre of music?
Oh, good question.
Because it's quite eclectic.
It is eclectic. What I tell people when they ask me this question is, I like music with balls.
Fair enough.
So, and what I mean by that is, exactly what it sounds like. So I don't really like kind of like safe music. I don't really like
So that's all pop music then?
Yeah, well, yeah. But apart from, but then there is a few like things like that Carly Rae Jepsen song. What is it? Call Me Maybe. I adore that song. I don't know what it is.
This is the thing. This is music.
Yeah.
Like I've got a playlist on my Spotify called "What the Fuck."
Right. Yeah.
These songs. And why on earth do I like this song?
Right.
This song is not. Why do I like this? Doesn't make any sense why I would like this song.
I've made a playlist on my Apple Music called Happy Songs, and some of them it's like quite heavy. I'm literally I'll show you it now. Sorry, everyone who can't see this.
The one they watch on YouTube, they'll see you doing it. There you go.
If you follow me on Apple Music, you can see what's on it. Right, hang on. Happy Songs. So I'll just go through it. So I've got Beck, Bouncing Souls. I really like kind of like ska punk. Sponge, Rancid, Hole, Pixies, Jane Wielding, S Club 7, Ace of Base, Savage Garden, and there's no. I'm not trying to be quirky or anything like that. It's just I genuinely love certain songs and stuff like that. So
that's
and
music.
That's it. But then it goes to Wham, AC/DC, Talking Heads, Beach Boys, Rolling Stones, Beatles, Korn. So do you know what I mean? In the space of 5 songs, you've gone from S Club 7 to Korn.
Yeah. I love stuff like that. I love it.
Yeah, so and that's what I want my radio show to be. But you've already told me I can't because people won't listen.
I didn't say that. You never know.
So anyway, going back to what's my preferred style of music? Music with balls. So I don't really like kind of safe music apart from occasional ones, but I don't really like kind of jingly jangly indie stuff. That's what I call it. So jingly jangly indie. I mean the choral.
Give me a prime example. Oh, okay.
I basically mean the choral.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm with you on this one.
Yeah,
to be fair.
yeah. So I don't like that. But I like heavy music. So whether that's like hard rock, metal, black metal, death metal. But then I like techno and I like hard techno. I like kind of like and then in the other way, I love hip hop. Hip hop to me is extreme.
I've never
right. And I completely understand when people don't like certain. Yeah.
Let's see if we're on the same page. Another song that I hate. Similar to what you described was with Top Loader's fucking.
Oh my god!
Dancing in the Moonlight.
Despise that.
God, I hate that song.
It's awful. Yeah, it's absolutely. It's shocking and it makes you angry. And music isn't supposed to make you angry. I don't. So most music is what's the word? Nondescript, nonchalant.
Yeah.
Just nothing. It just doesn't enter. But those kind of songs make you fucking fuming. So
I don't know. I find a lot of pop music where it's like it's very generic.
Yeah,
and it's very like
and obviously now
like safe, like you're saying. It doesn't really. It's about a specific subject, but doesn't actually say anything.
Yeah,
it just kind of skirts around.
Absolutely,
like these very poor lyrics that just kind of repeat the same thing and don't go anywhere.
I mean, it's weird. Like now pop music is kind of this EDM influenced stuff as well, isn't it? And it's just every single song sounds the same. It's like now I cannot. I mean, Radio 1, I used to listen to it, and to be fair, they've still got great specialist shows on Radio 1. But if you make the mistake of accidentally putting Radio 1 during the day, you're like, fuck, what's happened to music?
Yeah, like Radio 6, like that.
I love Six music.
Yeah.
That's
sometimes if someone's had the mainstream radio on, you just like listen to it for me it's like a minute, and right, I have to turn it off.
Right,
I just can't.
Well, you can't listen to Six music.
No, like normal.
Normal. Yeah. But now it's again. This is whether this is an age thing, but I only used to listen to Radio 1. This is when I'm young, and now when I listen to Radio 2, it's like it's right up my street. So it's like that's just. I think at a certain age you just change the dial.
Well, like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Radio 2? No.
Yeah.
But now it's
absolutely.
Like, probably...
Yeah.
I don't particularly like this song. But I'd rather listen to it than Radio 1.
You can tolerate it. My favourite out of all the radio stations is actually Smooth Radio.
I
absolutely love it. I love it. It's so good. Like, there's nothing better in the morning when you're a bit tired putting Smooth on and just...
I don't know about you, but I always have a bit more respect for any music that is, like, pre-digital.
Yeah,
because I know there was no Pro Tools, there was no auto tune, there was no. Even if I don't particularly like it, I can respect it more than most things now. Because I know they can go in there and make anyone sound good these days.
I'm completely with you.
It's like 70s, like disco and all that stuff. Yeah, it's like that's got some real sort of. It's got something about it. It's like authentic.
Of course, man. Yeah, I've just started to kind of really get into original disco stuff because obviously a lot of stuff that we do at Micron is kind of all the new disco stuff, but yeah, so you listen to that, some of them, and some like obviously like Nile Rodgers and stuff like that. What an unbelievable musician and what an amazing songwriter. The amount of songs that he wrote for Bowie and Madonna and stuff like that. It's like how has this one person wrote so many amazing songs? So
I know, but music with balls.
So music with massive balls, basically. Yeah. Just music with like I don't even know if aggression's the word. It's just with a bit of oomph. Do you know what I mean? A bit of like a bit of passion. Whereas the music I think we've talked about there's no passion in it. It's just generic music to make money.
That's written for a specific demographic or there's like a formulaic kind of feel to it, like it was written to cater for this audience who will buy it. It's by someone
just and it's just each song sounds the same, but they want the songs to sound the same, and it's just
a lot of them are written by the same group of songwriters that cater for most of whatever's in the charts. Like famously, what was her name? Britney Spears turned down Umbrella.
Right,
they offered it to her first.
Oh, right,
and then Rihanna.
I know. It's
like
nuts
that.
Thinking that like it's just you got all these kind of people behind the scenes, having just writing songs, and then they just shop them out to whoever it fits the most. It's
like the X Factor thing of like winning it, but then you end up someone else is going to write songs for you.
Those shows, it's like. How are they still going?
Yeah, but I think it is dwindling though.
Oh yeah,
I think the viewing figures have started. The novelty is slowly wearing off.
Yeah, it's relentless though, isn't it? It's like I don't mind whatever if you're into that, but it's one to the other. It's like X Factor finishes, then the other one Britain's got talent starts straight away, and it's just like. But don't get me wrong. I'm pretending like I'm trying to be too cool for all that. I'm obsessed with like Big Brother and Celebrity Jungle and stuff like that. Reality TV. I love it. I love it.
Used to be, but I just.
Oh no, I've never grown up. Yeah, and like I said before, I love wrestling. So I used
to like wrestling as well. I'm more UFC now.
Oh, I love UFC.
This is the Tech likes UFC as well.
Joe Rogan influence again, yeah.
Oh yes.
Do you watch it live or do you have to watch it the next day?
Occasionally, I have to watch it the next day.
I know.
I've stayed up for like 2 ever.
Yeah.
One was John Jones a few years ago, and I can't remember what the other one was, but it was just like the main event's not till 5 a.m.
I know.
So actually, what I should have done all these years, I think about, is gone to bed.
Yeah.
Set an alarm to wake up at like 3.
Yeah.
To watch the last 3 fights, and then I could have done that.
Because again,
and they're going, I need to stay awake.
Yeah.
I can't quite.
Yeah. I can't remember the last one I stayed up to watch.
Because obviously, if you have to make you can't go on social media because you'll know it straight away if you want to try and have a bit of it thing for yourself. I UFC, I love it. The promos, like even if you don't really know the backstories, those vignettes or whatever they do for like the 10 minutes before a match, you were completely invested in it by the time the match starts.
Well, they took that from WWE.
Yeah, they did absolutely, but I think they kind of do it better than WWE a lot now.
Well, the story's a bit more real.
Yeah, well, there is the complete a lot
in
more
terms
real.
of if they have issues with each other. It's not, sometimes. But
it's like boxing, isn't it? I think it's always they go over the top with it because by the time you can, when they've actually had their match, they come together. It's like, well, you hate each other, so they know how to make money.
At the end of the day, they do respect each other.
Yes,
so they'll shake hands usually at the end.
Yeah. So did you, again, coming from a wrestling thing, were you following it when obviously CM Punk came into it and stuff?
Yeah, I watched all that.
So what happened with all that? Is he done?
There's rumours that he's going to have another fight.
Yeah, there is. I've heard that.
Which he's done everything right. He signed, and then it was like a year and a half for his first fight. He just trained for a year and a half.
Yeah. Obviously a lot of UFC fans who don't like wrestling kind of like just hated the fact of it.
You can't knock him for the way he did it.
I know.
He spent a year and a half doing jiu-jitsu and everything that he should do.
Yeah.
Fair enough. He got his head weaved into the mat.
Yeah.
But you can't knock him for the way he did it.
Absolutely.
Obviously, Brock Lesnar was like a bit of an anomaly where he just came in and he could just do it. But he had a wrestling pedigree for years.
See, and so with Lesnar in WWE, he's kind of hated. Well, not hated because of course he's amazing, but obviously with WWE fans, which I am one, but not as obsessed as I was like even 2 years ago. Lesnar's kind of on this kind of like he gets paid to be on a certain amount of times a year, and it's hardly anything though. He's the champion. Is he the champion at the moment? He's one of the
part-time champion.
But you don't see him for like 6 months and stuff like that. It's like that's no way.
He's the first person to ever be able to have the pulling power to actually get a deal.
Yeah,
like that.
well, no, yeah, absolutely.
And a few others have got one.
Yeah,
since now.
So that's in a way it's nuts really.
Like less is more. You don't see him very often, but when you do, shit's going on.
Yeah, and he still can't talk for shit. So it's actually better for him to be away.
When you see the times when he has.
Oh man,
my God.
Got like again, he's
got a really high voice.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
His voice doesn't fit his look.
That it's like just don't talk.
I'm gonna beat you.
Yeah, it's like mate, just don't. Don't talk. Basically, ever. Yeah, 100%.
But I would not mess with him because he's
my freak. God, yeah, he's a genetic freak. But there's a new guy called Braun Strowman who's also massive. So them two, I think, have got some big matches on the way. If you're into that kind of fake wrestling stuff.
It's all storytelling.
I went to,
it's like a soap opera.
I telling you when I flew to Vegas to see Guns N' Roses, what actually happened was we flew to Texas to go to WrestleMania 32. We flew, and then what happened after we booked our flight to Guns N' Roses, announced they reformed. So we were like, we're going to fly from Texas to Vegas. And
who did you go with?
2 of my best friends. Wow. And yeah, it was the trip of a lifetime. So WrestleMania 32, and then a few at Dallas Cowboy Stadium, 100,000 people. Then like 3 days later, watching my favorite band ever with Slash and Duff back in the band in their first show in Vegas.
So wait, let me get it straight.
Yeah,
so
go on.
So how long were you in Vegas for?
We were in Vegas for 2 nights, 3 nights.
So
I think it was a 2-week holiday. We were in Texas, then went to Vegas, and then went back to Texas.
Wow, that must have been an expensive fare trip.
Oh yeah.
How much was the tickets for each?
WrestleMania must have been each. I think £200 for each event.
Jeez.
I know, but I think we were like, it was about a year in the making. We kind of like booked it way in advance and stuff like that.
Fair play for you for
and
doing it.
I always say this, it's like, I just, and everyone says, I'm skinning cons. It's like, just book your flights, book whatever, and then just
save.
Boring for ages. Be boring for ages.
There's,
if you want to be boring, it's cheap enough to stay in these days.
These people who say they can't afford it, but they're there at the pub every week.
Yeah.
Pints, fags, just constantly. But I can't afford this, I can't afford that.
It's like, just don't go out for a bit.
If you really wanted it that much, you could make something happen.
Yeah.
It's like saying you can't afford Disneyland, but book Disneyland in 2 years' time and then just save. then you'd be going to Disneyland.
So yeah, oh god, those.
We sound old now.
Yeah, I know.
If I am old, I like it.
I think this is I've grown into my oldness recently.
Yeah.
Fuck it, man. Whatever. Okay.
I was an idiot when I was young.
Go on, like what?
All. Just I don't know. Just like I went travelling. That was probably the best thing I did when I was about 22.
Yeah.
Around the world. Just my friends were going. And like initially, I said no. I was sort of a bit daunted by it, but then they kept talking about these places they were going to do, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it.
Okay.
Best thing I ever did.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I thought you were saying you were an idiot by that. So you don't know that. That was amazing.
I felt like I was an idiot beforehand.
Right.
Well, you're younger. You think you know everything.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I don't need to do that. I already know.
So I never did the travelling thing. I don't know why. I'd never liked the idea of just doing it all in one go. I want to see everywhere, but I don't know. But would you say it was
a year and a half? So
right, that's age. Did you have to save a lot for that?
Yeah. And borrow money off people to.
Yeah, you still paid it back.
No. I'm all sorted now.
Right.
Okay. But you just got to do what you got to do.
Where did you go?
Where didn't I go?
Okay.
Australia.
Yeah.
New Zealand, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore.
Yeah. Okay.
You name it.
Amazing.
Avoided Europe because obviously you've been to various places.
You can go to Europe anytime. And would you? Where was the best place?
Australia for me.
Australia. Okay.
It's like not too dissimilar to here, but it's way better weather.
Yeah, it's literally the same sense of humour, isn't it?
Yeah,
but just way better.
Very dry sense of humour, but like just banter, good banter.
Yeah. Did you? As apart from the other things I talked about, I'm also obsessed with sharks. Did you see any sharks?
Yeah,
I just look into the sea constantly, trying to see fins. I think that's what I do.
I remember I realised after being in Australia for about 4 months, doing a few surfing lessons, and then literally the next day, someone got bitten by a shark right where we just had surfing lessons, and I hadn't even thought of that.
Really?
Before no one mentioned it, no one said anything. There wasn't a
But you hadn't thought about it before.
And then the next day it was on the news, and I was like, we were just there yesterday.
Surely before you went, you must. As soon as I think of Australia, I think of amazing weather, but then I also think of sharks.
I think
it's
snakes and spiders,
really.
But for some reason, I just never. I don't know why, because no one mentioned it. There wasn't. There hadn't been anything in the news. There wasn't any signs. But when you go into most places in towns in Australia, they have a poster of everything you got to watch out for, but they never have sharks on them. Like this snake, this spider, this whatever.
Yeah.
Sharks never on them.
Right.
For then I was like, do I want to go on this boat trip? Maybe not.
Yeah. Oh.
But snorkeling. We did snorkeling in the Great Barrier Reef.
And is the
this was before that as well.
Right. And is the things like what is
it's
in
like another world. It's like it's like something you dream when you've been on. Something you shouldn't.
What about? I mean, did you see any snakes and spiders then?
Oh, so all sorts.
Right.
But it was
like poisonous ones, deadly ones.
Yeah.
Right. And
I didn't really see any spiders.
Okay.
So which I'm quite glad about. But you always had to check like the toilet seat.
Yeah. That's
wherever
the thing.
you went.
And did you ever see anything on the toilet seat?
No.
Oh, I feel itchy thinking about it. Oh man.
Which is one of the reasons why I think maybe I wouldn't want to live there, because I've just been constantly be like.
Yeah. If you've got 8 legs and you can run, it's just not a good look, is it?
It's like that. Do you know the comedian Lee Evans?
Yes.
We always quote Lee Evans. That's all we do when we're not recording. We just sit around quoting Lee Evans.
Yeah.
But it's like there's spiders out there. Yeah. Like if you stand on a spider over here, it's dead. If you stand on a spider over there, it goes, what are you fucking looking at, mate?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I need to. One of my friends at uni was obsessed with Lee Evans, and I just thought I didn't get it then, but now I get him. I've seen a few things late at night, and it's like, fuck, he's really funny.
It's so good.
Yeah. There's been a few of them over the years. Like you just don't get it at the time. It's like I do. Maybe I just wasn't mature enough at the time. I don't know.
If I didn't do a music podcast, I think I could do a comedy podcast.
Yeah. Okay.
I love comedy.
Right. Okay. So what? Just kind of your own stuff?
No.
Oh,
talking to comedians,
other people.
People involved in comedy.
Sorry. That's pretty funny. Even that.
Marc, stands up.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Right. So just kind of like just talking about comedy and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Would that not make it not funny though? Would that if you were to kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? Not diagnose. If you kind
dissect.
Of like dissect all the jokes, would that not make it as funny?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
That was just a thought off the top of my head.
No. I mean, I'm not criticising you like you criticise my radio show. I'm just never going to do now.
I didn't say a thing.
So no, I'm only joking.
But yeah, comedy is
it is good. It is good.
So have you done much travelling?
No.
Hopefully Skiddle can take you there one day.
Yeah, hopefully you can. Know what? I need to do more really. So, America. I've been in America the last couple of years because after that trip we've made friends for life. So we went back to see them last Christmas and New Year and stuff. Yeah. So that was mainly in Texas. And before I went to Texas, I would have thought, I don't know about Texas. Maybe a bit redneck, maybe a bit hillbilly, a bit backwards, a bit right wing.
I'm still trying to get over the fact that one night. You went to see WrestleMania, and the next night you went to see fucking Guns N' Roses.
I know. But in Las Vegas.
In Vegas?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
That's once in a lifetime.
That is.
You'd be lucky to go there to do one thing.
I know. That's what I mean. It was fate. There's a couple of times, this is, again, another reason why they're my favourite band ever. So, yeah, so we'd already booked this, and then the Guns N' Roses thing got announced after we booked to go to Texas. So I was like, well, that's fate.
Yeah.
That's so like we just do it into flight. And the other one was when we were going to Leeds, not quite as good, but still, Leeds Festival 2002, which was mine.
I was there.
When Guns N' Roses did it. But of course, what happened? They didn't do Reading. They only did Leeds.
Yeah.
So again, I was just like, it's fate.
Yeah.
It's just fate.
Yeah,
and so I do believe in fate because for other reasons.
Guns N' Roses 2.0.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, with Buckethead.
Yeah,
with the KFC bucket.
They were all right.
I've watched that show back many times, and it's good. I mean, he had his nunchuckers.
Yeah,
yeah. So you know what? It is what it is. That band, I'll always like. Buckethead, amazing guitarist. Robin Fink from one of my, Nine Inch Nails, one of my fucking favorite bands ever as well. That Brain, who was the drummer in Primus. So that it was like a super group, but it wasn't Guns N' Roses. So that's what it. I get that. I get it. But Axl's, I love Axl. So
how was the Vegas show then?
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I think I cried a few times. It's because I've been waiting for it all my life. Because when I got into them because I watched the video 1992 Paris, which is still my favourite concert ever, including ones I've been to.
Yeah.
Oh, it was amazing. It was broadcast on MTV, and it's just I found it. It was just a recorded video, because we had a lodger when I was younger, and it was just there. And I put it on one day, and that was it. That was the moment that just took over everything. So I mean, it was the next best thing after that, really, because it's just I never thought I'd see the day when I'd see Axl and Slash together. I've seen them both many times, and Duff as well.
Yeah.
I've seen them.
Those are the core three.
Yeah, of course, they are the main thing. I'd love to see Izzy as well. Probably better if Steve.
It's never going to happen.
Involved.
I don't think.
No,
it's not happened now.
No, I don't know.
But yeah, it's a shame.
It is a shame.
Plus Steven Adler as well.
Yeah, but it's probably better for his health that he's not involved.
I don't know if he's quite what he used to be.
No, I mean, if my dream lineup would be Matt Sorum, who was the second drummer anyway.
Yeah, I have to admit, 92.
Yeah.
Was when I first got into them.
Yeah.
Use Your Illusion and all that came out. But
yeah, I mean, a lot of people.
I was 11.
Yeah, right. So yeah, I would have been 8.
So I remember getting the album and just it just blew my mind. But he was the drummer. I never knew about Steven Adler until a few years later.
Yeah. So that my dream lineup is that. So it's the Appetite lineup, but with Matt Sorum, and that's what obviously how the tour started. Then obviously Izzy left and they got.
Yeah, I would have liked it to have both of them. And they switched for different songs that they were on. That would have been cool.
That would be cool. Yeah. See, I like again, when people talk about the downfall of Guns N' Roses, when they kind of say when Axl did his "Give Me Some Reggae" on Knocking on Heaven's Door, and they had all the backing singers and all the saxophone solos and stuff like that. But that was all part. That was the Illusion tour, and that's what got me into it. So I'll always love it. But I can understand that it wasn't as rock and roll. Maybe
the downfall of Guns N' Roses was Axl Rose.
Yeah. I will
no
admit,
doubt about that.
And you know what? Even though he's my absolute hero, I also know he was the biggest bell end of all time as well.
Yeah,
but that is a reason why I love him so much.
Yeah.
Is it because he's the ultimate rock star?
To be fair, he must have had to do some. He must have sorted himself out for the other guys to agree to be in a band with him again.
Oh, absolutely.
After how he handled.
I think he genuinely, he looks at peace. Yeah. Genuinely looks at peace like they haven't.
Slash definitely would not have got back to any of it if Axl hadn't given him sort of reassurance.
You know what? And again, we talked about this loads tonight. I think it's an age thing that it was obvious what happened. Like Axl wanted to do more electronic industrial stuff, which didn't even. He wanted to go Nine Inch Nails kind of esque stuff. But even when Chinese Moxie did come out, it wasn't even that heavy. It wasn't even that in that vein as much anyway.
Certainly wasn't worth the wait.
Yeah. There's bits and pieces on it that I think.
Yeah,
were worth
they
the wait.
played some of it, didn't they?
Yeah. So there's that, and there was just miscommunication, wasn't there? There's obviously egos involved, and they've just obviously a load of money was put on the table, of course, but Axl finally looks at peace So now it's like we don't need him to be that angry rock star anymore because we can watch the old videos and stuff like that. But now he's singing amazing, and obviously to the people, I actually liked it when he come on stage late. That was
not
part
2.5 hours though.
I don't mind that. I know. I actually came out of the Manchester Arena at 2:30 in the morning once. I know, but you know what? It's very disrespectful.
They're nowhere near
it's disrespectful
that late anymore, though, are they?
No. Well, that's the thing. On the whole tour, the last 2 years, they haven't been on stage late once. They actually come on early. No, genuinely they do.
They've got to make up for it.
They do. So when I went to see them in, so I went on this tour, went to Vegas, went to Dublin, went to London. Some of my friends went to Poland. went to Portugal as well.
Right.
I've done quite a few.
Wow.
And in the London show, they fucking came on like 15 minutes early, so we missed it. We missed the first like a couple of songs. I'm like,
you can't win. You
can't win. You can't win. So
that is brilliant.
Anyway, always going to come back to Guns N' Roses. But what were we talking before that about?
Who cares?
Oh, who cares? Who cares? Like whatever.
Traveling.
But
yeah,
yes.
that's
right.
Just awesome. Yeah, I just think people should go and see these bands when they can because they're going to be gone soon.
Yes, absolutely. But talking about travelling, because you were trying to bring it back, even though you were trying to get away from it again.
Was that?
It's all right. It's all right. No, but we can relate the two. And now, again, me and my kind of like friends were like, that's how we kind of see different parts of the world. So it's like someone's touring. Why don't we go and see them in such and such a country?
Yeah, make like a weekend or a mini holiday.
What I mean. So when with the Guns thing, we went to Lisbon. So it's like, let's go to and we had made a holiday of it. And then one of my other friends, Andy, went from Lisbon to Gdansk in Poland and did that. So it's like, that's a way I think we're doing it. Rather than just go to the same old kind of place each time, it's like, they're playing in Milan, let's go to Milan and stuff like that. So now obviously as everyone's like, a bit more disposable income, it's like, let's just do that really.
Yeah.
So that's there you go. That's relating music and travelling.
So hopefully Skiddle will break out there a bit more and you'll be going on for business reasons.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be cool. Flying over to Lisbon or something on business.
Yes, absolutely. Have you ever been to Lisbon?
I haven't. No.
Right, it's amazing. It's so cheap. It's so cheap, and it's so good. I cannot describe it. I'm going to stop swearing in case because I'm going to get my mum to listen to this. But it's bloody brilliant. It is.
It's flipping brilliant.
Yeah. I don't know why I just did that in a Welsh accent. Because my dad's family's Welsh, but my mum's isn't. So anyway, bloody brilliant it is. So yeah, Lisbon's ace. Need to do more. Yeah, need to definitely check out more. I really want to do South America. To be honest, Brazil and Argentina and Bolivia, all of them. I mean, have you done it at all?
No, not South America. No.
Really want to do South America.
So it's like, has Skiddle got any sort of plan for the future where what they want to do or where they want to go?
I mean, just world domination, of course.
But it's like America, say.
Yeah,
that must be a tough nut to crack.
It's just going to be little, there's always, we're going to have connections somewhere.
Yeah.
We do a deal with someone and then
someone comes over here.
For example, like we kind of. We're the main ticket seller for a thing called the Social Festival, which is in Kent,
right?
And it's a big electronic festival, and they've doing them in Kent, but they also do them in Argentina, I think, or Brazil. I forget which one.
Yeah.
But either way, think something like that might happen. So it'll be that we've got this connection, and we'll go and do it over there for them, and then you do one event over there, and then other people see that you've done a thing, and then it's a snowball effect. So it'll be something like that. It'll be a connection of something who we work with who are doing it somewhere else, or unless we just take the plunge and just go there. But it probably would be better just to do it that way, and then we potentially set up office in these places really from that.
Yeah.
So I mean. Obviously, if there wants to be, I'm happy to happily go and look after a Skiddle Tokyo office as well, and things like that. I mean, did you get to Asia? Did you get to kind of like Tokyo or China? No. So
money.
No, fair dues, man. But so neat. I'd love to kind of get over there. So So what's the plan? Just to get everywhere, but gradually,
one step at a time.
Yeah, one step at a time. Like I say, it's constantly growing. It's constantly growing. So
It's like when people franchise a business. It's like you've got to be able to get one working really well before you even think about going somewhere else.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Get all your bases
and I think some people bugger up by
doing too much too soon.
Too much, they kind of get one to a certain and then they concentrate on the next, and then the other one goes to shit. Oh, I'm going to keep on swearing. Okay.
Sorry, Mum.
Sorry, Mum. It's okay. Talking about my mum, she's just got on Facebook in the last few weeks, and she likes every single post I do.
Uh-oh.
She doesn't know how to comment
yet.
You
stop swearing.
She doesn't know how to comment on it yet, but she likes fuck out of everything.
Sorry, Mrs. Chubb.
I know, it's fine. It's funny. Bless her. So, yeah.
I noticed a while ago you called out a DJ for...
Oh. Did I? Yeah. For the Marc.
Is it Micron?
Yeah. No, I posted it through Micron because I felt pretty strong about it. So, what was it? It was talking about trans DJs, wasn't it? So, yeah. Oh no, it wasn't a trans DJ, was it? It was an issue of Playboy. It was an issue of Playboy, and
that was it. Just after Hefner died.
Yes, it was just after Hefner died, and then this guy who's kind of apparently a fairly big DJ, but I'd never heard of him. But he just said something like, what is this fuckery? Hugh Hefner would be turning in his grave, and actually, what happened
would have approved that probably
because he'd done it in the 80s. They had trans and things like that. So. Yeah, I mean, it's something I'm quite strong about. I'm kind of, I don't know if you picked up on this, but I'm pretty camp. And I've got loads of gay friends. Basically, I'm not gay, but right. I've got tons of gay friends. So for a living, for a career, most of the time, I've done dance music, and dance music is essentially gay black music. That's where it comes from. So, and that's what I said. It's like, don't disrespect the music that you make money off.
It still pisses me off.
You need to understand the origins of it. Yeah, basically.
It still pisses me off that it's even a thing that we have to talk about.
It shouldn't be a thing. It should, hopefully, it's probably going to be when we're dead, but hopefully it's not even things people don't even blink to. Whatever.
Yeah.
So
it's a bit of a double-edged sword because you want people to be more open to things like that, but at the same time, everyone's getting offended by everything now.
Yeah,
it's going to be beyond that.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I think opinions are important and stuff like that. But and the PC brigade are way over the top sometimes. And it's some things are but just things like that, kind of like just really offensive things. I kind of like I called him out on it. Really, it wasn't for any kind of like it got loads of traction on Facebook and stuff like that. So some people might be like, oh, he did it for just publicity, and it
doesn't mean it's right though, does it?
Yeah, there was no thought that wasn't a thought in that. It was just like I've got a platform where I can bring awareness to it, and you know what? At the end of the day, he kind of went back on it, and he kind of like and he kind of said, you know what? I didn't mean anything by it. I think he's a bit stupid, the guy, to be honest. But and he kind of like, and you know what? And he kind of like went, I didn't mean anything by it, and if it has offended people, then I apologize, and and that's kind of that was it. And I'm not gonna once he said that, because loads of people were talking about it. Some of his mates got on it, and it was a bit of like a back and forth, and it was a bit of an intense thing. But as soon as he kind of said, he came on and said, right, I kind of like, I didn't mean it, and it's like I left it then. I said that's it. No, nothing more. He said on it. If he's apologized and you mean, and if he means it, I'm not going to keep on making him like do whatever, and let's just leave it like that. Yeah. So it's kind of a point. We kind of made the point really. So. Yeah, so in terms of LBGT stuff like that, like I say, I've growing up, my mum had like quite a few lesbian friends and stuff like that. And again, it's for the music culture, from what I've personally been involved with, that's where it all comes from. So I think it's disrespectful for people to forget that. Yeah, absolutely. And rock music, rock and roll music, all comes from the blues, so which is black music. So when you have any kind of like, when you have any racism in rock music, it's like, well, you need to understand the music what you're playing has come from this sound and from these people. So you need to understand it more, I think.
But it's just like someone has different colour hair. Someone likes different times of music.
Yeah.
Someone's gay, someone's not. What does it matter?
Like
these people seem to wake up, right, what can I be offended by today?
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, There's extremes with everything, isn't there? Let's all just be more like us lot and we'll be okay.
Just accept everything.
Yeah. Oh no, of course, man. Yeah, of course. Maybe in 100 years from now, there'll be no one will get offended about anything.
Hopefully we'll laugh.
Peace and love.
We'll laugh at the fact that people used to get bothered by stuff like this.
Yeah. You'd like to think so. Yeah, but we won't be around to see it. So,
God, can you imagine how much things might have changed in 100 years from now? Considering how things have changed in the last 30 years.
Yeah, no, it's bizarre. I was just imagining it in my head, and it could be like Back to the Future, like just actual kind of like cars in the air and stuff like that. It could be like.
I always imagine people like those VR headsets on.
Yeah.
Where they're just not actually doing anything; they're just in a virtual world because they can.
That's what it is. You're not near anyone, but you're in virtual reality. Which, you know what, I don't like the idea of that. But I want to be long gone by.
You're almost
by
like
then.
that when you're on your phone all the time.
Yeah. That is.
I'm trying to like little experiments with myself where I'm going to turn my phone off.
Yeah,
put it over there for like an hour.
Yeah, you do. You know,
do something else.
Again, what we were talking about before. So music and even like TV programs and stuff like that. It's like I just even if I just turn my phone over, it's like you watch the TV program properly.
If
it's like if it's something going on,
out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. So otherwise, you can like watching something and you're only half watching it, and then you're like, I don't really like that. It's like because I've not even watched it, so what am I
Same
doing?
with like listening to music by what we were saying before about doing things and not actually taking in. You're probably doing the artist a disservice if you say that I didn't really like that much, but you weren't fully listening to it.
Yeah.
Or it's also like if you really listen to it, like I say, I used to do it with my iShirt when I was a teenager with my headphones on.
Yeah.
And you could hear stuff in the background.
Absolutely.
You could hear the second guitar.
Yeah.
There might be like an acoustic guitar underneath.
Yeah.
So
that's what we need to do more.
Yeah.
Lie on our beds, honestly, and go back to being 13. Lie on our beds, close your eyes, and just listen to the music.
But there'll be some people listening now who've never ever done that ever.
Yeah, I know.
It's like an alien concept to them. What?
Yeah.
Just listen to music on its own when I'm not doing anything else?
Yeah.
Surely not.
Yeah. And let's. If there's one thing we can do from tonight, kids, it's go and listen to a proper album. And going back to what we were saying before. When we talked about getting an album and stuff, and it meant everything to you because you only bought one a month or whatever.
So you consumed it entirely.
Remember, like CDs were like £16 and stuff like that, $15.99 and stuff like that. So you go and like I say, what I do is my routine would be listen to it once, and then after that. Then read the lyrics, but on the lyrics on their own, and then listen to it again with the lyrics. I'd have this order of doing it, and like so you read like poetry, then I'd read it with the music and stuff like that. And then
interesting,
so I'd have this system of doing it each stage, and you knew an album inside out. And
have you got a favourite lyricist?
Obviously Axl, but who, right. Oh, good. I mean, again, because of my hip hop love, because I suppose I'm a lot of my favourite lyricists. If you don't like hip hop, you don't really care.
I'm not knocking it. I've got nothing against it.
Stuff like Ghostface Killer from Wu-Tang Clan, Eminem, Tupac, and Biggie Smalls are some of my favourites. I love Jonathan Davis from Korn as well, and I love Trent Reznor. So
I like bands where like they make you think. Yes, the lyrics aren't just
yeah.
I'm a bit bored of the whole rock and roll. Let's get fucked up.
Absolutely.
It's been done a million times.
There's only so many times you can talk about partying, isn't there, and stuff like that. So
some hip hop's like that as well.
Yes,
like everything's in the club.
Of course. And this is I completely understand that, and I can see why people would hate hip hop because of.
I suppose that's more the mainstream stuff.
Yes,
though, isn't it?
The bitches and the guns and all that kind of stuff, and that's not the kind of stuff I like. It's kind of a bit deeper kind of stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of it, like Tupac, for example, he was about that, but he was obviously really deep as well. So he was. It was really gangster, but then it wasn't gangster for the sake of it, just to be mainstream and to make all these glitzy videos.
He actually was a gangster.
So that's the difference. He was part of that.
But even culture. I love Iron Maiden, but I'm not a fan of the lyrics really.
No,
obviously Steve Harrison does most of that, like the demons and this.
It's all kind of like the Warcraft and all that. So kind of who else you talk? Not obviously Iron Maiden are a lot better, but kind of like stuff like Manowar and all that kind of
War.
Stuff. Yeah.
But I like stuff that's like about the world or life, or makes you think.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
or stuff that's not obvious. It's not like there could be many meanings to it.
Yeah.
You read the lyrics and you go,
Well, no, I mean, and again, my favourite ones are the lyricists when they say it's not supposed to, it means whatever you want it to be kind of thing.
Well,
they've got their reason for it, and I love it when they say, I've got my reason and I don't want to tell you what it is, but you take whatever you want from that.
Yeah, I like it when people say, I thought it was about this, and the person who wrote the song goes, well, it's not about that, but that's great that you've got that from it. That's good lyrics, I think.
And a lot of times, I can't think of any examples, which is annoying, but like a lot of times songwriters have gone, they wrote this song about something, but because it's become a certain meaning to so many other people collectively, the song is now about that, and they admitted that it's changed for them. Which I love.
Yeah, it's not from when they wrote it.
It's changed the meaning for them because it's worked this way on a different crowd really. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So so you like Iron Maiden?
I do.
Yeah?
I'm a big fan of Iron Maiden.
Yeah,
lyrically, not so much.
Same really. But I don't think I've still not seen Maiden actually. Thinking out of all the kind
of
I've
never seen them live. No.
Right, yeah, probably need to sort that out before they die. Really.
Yeah.
There's
a few bands
before they die.
I never got to see AC/DC.
Right. Oh. I've seen AC/DC twice. I've seen it at Wembley Stadium a few years ago, but then obviously I saw them with Axl fronting, which is a dream, and he sounded amazing as well. So But I've seen them with Brian Johnson as well, so it's like I'm glad I've seen.
People said it was still awesome.
Yeah. No, it was great.
But when you saw Guns N' Roses, was Axl was he running about or was he in the chair?
No, the first show he was in the chair.
Okay.
Dave
Grohl's chair.
Yeah. And now Marilyn Manson's in the chair as well. Not the same chair, but he's obviously, you know what happened with him, didn't you? The thing fell on him.
No.
You don't know? Marilyn Manson, so they had to cancel the tour because...
oh, yeah. I remember I remember dates got cancelled, but I didn't really...
A prop fell on him, literally on top of him, and he was unconscious for a while. So I think they cancelled about 10 shows.
Fuck.
And now he's in some kind of throne, which is pretty funny. But
he'd be loving that.
Yeah, I know. So, it was when the first Guns show, the Vegas one, he was in the chair. By the time of the AC/DC show, he was just out of the chair, but he wasn't really running around that much. Now he's kind of running around a bit, as much as he can when he's 56 or whatever. So
he's not that old, is he?
Yeah, I think he's 55, 56.
Jesus
yeah, which is nuts.
Christ.
Again, that reminds us how actual old we are. Because I always think of him being like late 20s and stuff. So
I would have thought 30s.
Right. Even
now.
now.
Think about it. I saw him in '99, and I was 18.
Yeah.
So he would have been in his 20s then. So that would make sense.
Yeah. So that's what I mean.
Plus, he doesn't look old. He doesn't look it.
I don't know. You know what?
Well, you never see him without all
I'll be the first to admit that, and all my mates take the piss. All my mates who know I'm obsessed that aren't obsessed will be like, he just looks like a fat Mick Hucknall. It's like, fat Mick Hucknall. This is my God you're talking about.
But
you know what he kind of does.
There's a podcast that you should listen to, Marc Maron, called WTF.
Okay.
And Marilyn Manson was on it a while ago.
Okay.
And he was slightly been smoking something.
Okay. Right. Okay.
It's a great interview.
All right then.
It's
okay.
Good.
Excellent.
It's good.
Okay.
But I've never really. That's why I like podcasts, because I've never really seen him talk that long.
Yeah.
And it was like an hour and a half or something like that. But
okay. So
really interesting.
I talked about podcasts. Do you like the ones where? Because obviously we're on video here.
Yeah, it'll be on YouTube.
And do you? I think I prefer the ones where we can actually see them as well, as opposed to listening. I think the listening, when you can only listen to them, I think that suits a purpose. You know, when you can like drive in and stuff like that. But ideally, I love being able to watch it and stuff like that as well. Would you say you prefer that, or does it not really matter for you?
For convenience, audio only.
Audio only.
80% of podcast listeners are audio only anyway. So only do video if you can do it. Yeah. It's not really worth it for your audience. Cool. It's a small.
Yeah.
I mean, the Joe Rogan thinks he gets like, I don't know, millions downloads per episode audio wise, but like most videos get 1 million, 1.5 million views per episode, but like it's more triple that for the audio. So most listen to audio.
It is because,
phone, so
and you know,
like
obviously
convenient.
A lot of people will listen to at work and stuff like that.
It's like commuters in the car, gym, walking the dog, which is a lot of people.
Yeah, of course it is.
But it's also like an alternative to radio.
Yeah,
it's more convenient because obviously radio you have to be listening when it's on.
I think it's if I'm really interested in the subject. So say Joe Rogan had Maynard James Keenan on, so I had to watch that because I love Maynard and stuff like that. So, but then if it's just like, you know, if you just get, so it depends, doesn't it? If it's like someone you love that you want to.
But it's also like if someone that you
really... obviously everyone will want to watch this because they love me.
Oh, of course, with your Public Enemy
jokes.
Top on.
Yeah. Go on.
But for podcasts, it's more if I see someone famous or someone that I really like and I see them on a podcast, but then I also see them on a TV show, I'll go to the podcast because I know that they're probably going to be able to talk about more stuff and they can go off topic, just like we have many times tonight.
Many times. Sorry if anyone was hoping for something linear, I apologise. But that's kind of the fun, isn't it? That's all right.
Yeah, but that's like the freedom of podcasts, which is why they're getting more popular as well.
Yeah, just
because of the convenience, and you get more out of them, I think.
Yeah,
and most of them are free. So
yeah, cool. I mean, in terms of like, do you kind of like, do you do much marketing for it and stuff? So
just on social media, really.
Okay, cool.
Just telling people to subscribe on iTunes. Apple
Well, like I say, I'll happily give you a little push after this.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Like I say, I intend to spend all day tomorrow just going through them all, and
that's fine.
Yeah,
but we're just trying to I just want to talk to different people, like. I thought, Skiddle, that's a good company. Yeah. Do I know anyone from Skiddle? And then Robin tagged you in that post, and I was like, he works for Skiddle. That's handy.
Yeah. So you actually had thought about getting someone from Skiddle anyway?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like Shure and Mike's, they've got a UK, Shure UK. They've got those. Yeah. I'm gonna get in touch with them. Hopefully.
Okay, cool. Who else? Have you got any other kind of like people?
Not really. Just music industry companies like is it Hughes and Kettner, the amplifiers?
Oh right, yes,
just like Von Hatsky, all those different, all UK based companies.
I like the kind of like it's anyone to do with music because everyone's got different stories.
Exactly, and that's
coming at it from a different angle and stuff like that.
But or hearing someone from a company who you wouldn't normally hear.
Yeah,
like You wouldn't hear the Skiddle. Where would you hear the Skiddle story?
Well, yeah, exactly. No, yeah, that is very true.
And it's just obviously we're in the north, we're in Cumbria. It's a bit far to come. So I'd like to get.
I didn't realise at first. Like sort of, when you kind of got in touch, I was like, oh right, yeah, it's probably going to be in Manchester. So no, it was
not too far away.
No, it's not. But then I was like, right, I'll come, but like I need to obviously kind of like as I've
make it a business trip.
As I've been working today, I kind of thought I might as well go to these places on the way and stuff like that.
I'd like it. My main aim is to just get it to. It's got to be a reputation where someone would come from some like London.
Yes,
get a train or
absolutely
not drive.
Absolutely
that's ridiculous. But because you can get here in 3 hours on the train.
Yeah,
but it is expensive. But just where someone would want to come.
Where's the nearest train station? This is a really boring conversation. Sorry, but where's the nearest train station?
Penrith and Carlisle.
Right. Okay. Cool.
So you can get here from anywhere.
Well, I mean, we're kind of in the same situation with we want to start doing live DJ streams on a Friday afternoon from the office, and we're a little bit out of the way as well. So. Because we're not in Preston. Preston's obviously easy to get to train station. It's like one of the main ones. It's a quick one, London to Preston. But because we're in Longridge, there's a train station that ceased to exist about 100 years ago in Longridge. Right. So you've got to get to Preston, then you've got to drive, and it can be up to about half an hour drive.
Yeah.
But we want to, same as you, we want to get a reputation of people want to come to us. So the idea is, I've got Laura Jones DJing at Micron next Friday. We're trying to get her to come to the office first and stuff like that. So it's a little bit of a trek, but we want to, we'll make it worth a while. She'll get loads of promo from it. We'll hype it up all week and stuff like
definitely.
that. So there'll be all that, so we want to get to the stage where, they'll come to the office first, DJ in the office first, then before they play a gig in the nighttime. We want that kind of interaction. Something basically Mix might do a similar thing on a Friday. The kind of audience come in, free booze and stuff like that. So we're not completely stealing that idea, but only half. So we want to do something similar. But again, like you say, it's a bit out of the way, but you want to, if you get to that reputation, they actually want to come and do it. So
it's just
good luck to both of us. Basically.
Like we had Luke Appleton of Iced Earth. He got the train up from Manchester, and we picked him up, brought him here.
Cool.
Did the show, and then we went for food and a few drinks. Then he got the train and went back.
Right.
So
we'd
kind of like to make the whole
cool, man.
Well,
next time I'll stay longer and we'll do that.
When you got something big to push.
If you let me back on again,
if you want to come on with somebody else from Skiddle as well.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, let's let
one of the founding members would be cool.
Yes. Okay. I will talk to one of them's in Lisbon. Funny enough.
All right. There you go.
For some kind of techie conference thing. It's over my head, the technology side, but he's really good at it. Yeah. So he's in Lisbon, but the other one's around. But no, I will speak to both of them, I'm sure.
Cool.
Yeah. We can.
That's what I'd like. I'd like to be able to just say, "This is our show. Do you want to come and do it?" And
yeah.
Because like we've had, I've forgotten his name now. Ben Chalice. He's a entertainment lawyer.
Okay.
He does all the stuff for Glastonbury Festival.
Okay.
So he was on 2 or 3 episodes ago. That's
right. Sweet.
He only lives in Kendal, which is not far away.
Mega
far away.
Well,
so.
Rich, one of the directors, is actually from Carlisle. I think. So to be honest, I think that's why he just because people know him and stuff like here. So that's probably how Skiddle's already known around here, and that's why people use him.
Did they know you were doing this tonight?
No, I didn't really. I've not really told the Skiddle people yet because I just no. Only because I didn't know when it was going to be going out and stuff like that. So it's but now obviously I'll go back and tell them all.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's
so
cool.
I know they'll all. Don't worry, everyone will know about it tomorrow. Yeah.
No, but I like the Skiddle brand. It's cool.
Thanks very
much.
You've
got a good thing going.
Yeah. We're good. Like I say, we had a rebrand last year and changed everything up. We got rid of the strapline before was weekends matter, but then we realised actually midweek's pretty important too. So weekends matter was very much
if a band's on a tour and they've got a gig on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they're pretty important.
Exactly. So we changed things up. We kind of just changed the logo and again became music focused and also customer focused as well. So as in we kind of listen to customers what they want. I think obviously a lot of customers feel like they get ripped off with what it's like. You've bought a ticket, but then you've got all these extra prices,
charges,
so all those things. You go on holiday. By the end of the holiday, you've how am I paying this extra £80 from all these different things? So we purposely went out and did some market research, and then so from that we've done loads of different things. We introduced a resell function, which means that if an event's sold out, you can sell your ticket back on if you can't go anymore. Okay. And then if someone else wants to buy it, we just exchange and no one loses out on money there and stuff like that.
That's really good.
We've done a thing called Cool Off, which is similar to similar to what hotels do. So you buy a ticket and you've got 72 hours to get a refund. So it actually encourages impulse buying, which is good for the promoter. But a lot of the time people don't just do it, and then they're like, oh, they're happy to keep the tickets of that. But we get a lot more people buying tickets because they've got the option of getting a refund a bit. So that's worked really well as well. So we're very much on the customers kind of like side, and so we're transparent with our fees as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We're not just like, it's not just like you get to the next page and it's like you can see anything, the total cost you'll be able to see straight away.
Yeah,
so
it's like some companies or websites when you get to the end, you've done all this and all that.
That's what
and
I
then
mean.
they go, now we're going to add VAT.
Yeah,
like, well,
just
I know. Tell me what it is from the beginning.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, 100%. So we're doing what we can to help with, like, obviously touting's a really bad thing and stuff like that. So we're trying
I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah,
as well.
so I mean, we've got loads of opinions on that. We kind of. Yeah, there's way, we do what we can. Anything that we know that's been touted onto secondary sites and stuff like that, we can delete the tickets and stuff like that. So we're very much hands on with kind of like seeing and being on social media if anyone's selling like dodgy tickets or trying to sell them for inflated prices and stuff like that. We can, there's ways of keeping that on it really.
I saw a comment on one of the posts about it, and someone just said, "Why don't we just why is the secondary sites? Just stop these secondary sites."
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. What is the purpose of a secondary site?
Well, I don't know. I think some of the main ticket people are involved in the secondary one, but that probably get sued for that. I don't know. I don't know. To be fair, I got my Guns N' Roses Vegas ticket off StubHub, so I can't really complain. So it's a massive problem. Of course, it's a problem when tickets when events sell out straight away. You're like, they've
all been bought.
They've all been bought
by a secondary company,
bots and stuff,
not actual people.
Yes, it's bad. Yeah, it's bad. So
that's a head scratcher.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. But like we've done various things. We've introduced something called waiting lists. So we kind of like. Anything, an event's coming on sale, you you go on a waiting list and you're kind of in this queue and stuff like that. So the people, the actual fans got the first dibs on tickets and stuff like that. So hopefully they'll get in front of any kind of touts and bots and stuff like that. So we're always inventing new things to try and combat this and stuff. And I think we're getting there really.
Yeah, because they've got their stuff with the ID.
Yes.
You see, they want the Foo Fighters show.
Yeah, of course, and things like that. So
what else can they do other than if you buy the tickets, you've got to have your ID?
Yeah.
So obviously somebody else can't get in instead of you. But you should know that you're going to need your ID.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know. That's what I mean. So you come on. You can't have it both ways, can you? It's like if it means one thing of you just bring your ID. Come on. Yeah.
You should always have your ID.
Well, yeah, I know. Well,
really?
yeah. You should. Well, you should do. I can't remember the last time I got ID for anything. But which is really annoying.
All you need to do is just shave.
Just shave and put some oil of Olay on like you.
It's like Luke Appleton of Iced Earth. He looks about. He's about 22, 23. He looks about Luke Appleton, the bass player from Iced Earth.
No, not me.
Right.
He probably looks about 30, even though he's 23.
Really?
But when he shaves, looks about 13.
Right. Yeah.
I've never seen anyone who makes such a transformation.
Right.
Just facially are gone.
Yeah.
You got any ID?
Well, that's Again, going over my extremism thing, I go from one to the other. So I'll go with a beard as long as it can go, and then I'll just go and get a cutthroat and start again. No, honestly, just start again and shave my head, and I love that. And then just do it all again. So rather than keep on top of it, it's like go that and then start.
Have you tried all the different designs?
No. No, my God, no. I've never done that.
People spend hours.
Oh, I know they do. No, I've never. I'm too lazy, so it's like right, let it all grow out and then chop it all off and then start again. Because then you get it all off. It takes months for it to come back properly anyway. So it's like don't have to get it done again. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's my way of thinking.
Have you ever been in a band?
No. Oh, good question. I can't even play a musical instrument.
Oh,
I know, gutted. I've got two guitars. I've got an electric guitar and I've got an acoustic guitar, and I tried a bit and I couldn't do it, and that was it. That was it. Do you know what I mean? I'd be like, right, I'm never going to be Slash. I'm never going to be Eddie Van Halen. So what's the point? Which is a stupid thing to think, isn't it? And I regret it now. I've been in loads of fictional bands, But and you just create bands with your mates, and it's like, I'll be this person and stuff like that. So me and my mate invented a band called Greenhouse, which is the worst band name ever. And we actually did a demo. It was just us two playing keyboards and stuff. Greenhouse. But it was mainly the demos off keyboards, and we just like put lyrics to it. And so, it's so stupid. I've got the cassette somewhere at home. I'll try and find it.
You need to get that online.
I know. I'll try and find it.
That'd be brilliant. Just buy all these keyboards.
I know. It's
write lyrics to the demo music.
So crap. It's the demo. It was mainly the demos that you get on there. So we pretending to play the demo and just singing along.
I used to do that. I used to do that in music class at school. I'm like, look, I'm pretending I'm playing it.
Yeah. All that. So, but yes, I think basically I'm a failed rock star. That is what I am. I think my dream. In another life, I was like a lead guitarist.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah. So,
did you ever get into? If you said you were a technophile, or an audiophile? Did you ever get into the vinyl stuff?
Just be like a listen to vinyl.
Yeah.
No, not really. I mean, no, I think I was just a bit too late for that, really. I mean, some of my favourite albums I buy on vinyl as well. So
there's a certain sound quality to that.
Oh yeah,
like
it is even better. So this my rule now is obviously stream something. If I love it, I'll buy it on CD. If I absolutely adore it, I'll buy it on vinyl.
Yeah.
So obviously I've got all Guns albums on vinyl. I've got all sort of certain things, but no, I mean, I think I'm happy with CD. CD quality. I mean, I'm with you. Vinyl sounds even better, but because I grew up on CDs, I think I'm happy with that kind of.
I'm slightly older. I just remember first it was I remember cassettes, obviously, but
oh my god, sorry, cassettes sounds so crap now. The hissing at the beginning of cassettes and stuff like that. It's like, how do you even put yourself through it? And when you watch VHSs now, it's like, how did I watch this quality? Like, it's ridiculous. But
you press pause and stuff.
Yeah. Oh my god,
doing some sort of weird dance.
Yeah, all that stuff. And do you remember, like, I was a bit of a diversion, but like, remember Sky when it was like, please wait. Do you remember that? Do you remember when Sky first came out and it was like, you put a channel on and it'd be like, please wait for like 10 seconds, and you'd be waiting for the channel to start. It's like, what? This is insane. So yeah, things have progressed, haven't they? But I've got loads of cassettes at home. Do you remember mini discs?
Yeah, yes, I never had one. A couple of my friends did, and I was like, I can't, because CDs were already out, and I was like, I can't.
That's really. Can I just do this?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because it's not working anyway for me.
Go for it.
My ears are really hurting. Right. No, I've had them on for the last hour, and my ears have been hurting, and I didn't even need them on.
That's so.
Sorry, I was going to say I'll try and fix them, but I didn't want to interrupt.
No. Let's just do this.
You can interrupt. It's fine.
So where are we at? Mini discs.
Mini discs. Yeah, I did.
That was a thing.
Actually dabble with it, but I didn't see the legs in it.
No, and they were good for recording stuff. So I remember you could make them longer as well. Do you remember that? You could like double up and stuff like that. So I was again, because I was obsessed with hip hop, like Tim Westwood. He'd have it.
Hip hop.
I saw Tim Westwood. I watched his DJ set when I was at uni.
Right. Okay. Where was that
at? Mac's in Preston.
Right. It's okay. Yeah. My first ever night out at uni was watching Tim Westwood. Yeah.
Oh,
in Manchester.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's from Birmingham. Come on.
Yeah. Mate,
Wicked, innit?
He's a legend. He's a legend to me, and he always will be. God. But so what I'd do is on a Friday and Saturday night, because obviously I was getting into the stage of going out, I'd just be able to record Westwood shows on my mini discs and stuff like that. That was it. So they were good, but my God, every single one would break.
They weren't very durable.
They were the most. They just did not last at all. So yeah, they were rubbish for that.
I remember when digital came out, I was like, this, because cassettes, like you'd have your prized cassettes, then it just start flying out of the machine. The tape would just start. What the fuck?
Nothing worse.
There's nothing you can do. It's knackered.
Or you just have to like get your finger
get
in,
a pencil.
Yeah.
Pencil and try and rewind it back in.
Stuff. I mean, I've still got some. I don't listen to them, but I've still got when you used to do do tapes for your mates and stuff like that. So I've still got some of the nostalgia reasons.
I don't have a tape player. I couldn't do anything if I wanted to.
Well, no, and like I say, I don't have a CD player in the house.
Yeah.
So, and it's just,
I've got one. I've got one. Yeah.
So, yeah. And I don't, I've not got a DVD player at the moment.
Blu-ray?
Pardon?
Blu-ray?
No, not that either, because I just stream anything.
Are you on Sky?
I've got Sky.
Fair enough.
I've got Sky, so
eventually we probably won't have discs.
So that's what I mean. So it's just everything you can stream or download Xbox, or whatever.
It's all digital. The game comes out, you just download digitally. Mind you, you have to have ridiculous connections to download them these days.
Yeah. So Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
That's the way it's going to be.
I've got a DVD player. I know where it is. It's in like I can go and get it. And I've got loads of DVDs. But if you now you can just find wherever you want. You can just get it on Netflix or whatever. So
that's what I was going to say to you about VHS. How did we used to watch that? I've kind of found that now about DVDs. Yeah. Like now I've gone to Blu-ray. I go back to a DVD. I go,
can you actually? The quality is so much better.
720 to 1080p.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. What about all this like you've got like HD and then you've got Super
4K.
HD. And all this stuff is that much different?
You can with 4K, yeah. You can, yeah. But if
is it
going
not too much?
4K,
is it not going to go so much the other way that it looks weird?
No,
it's too perfect.
No, it won't.
No. Okay.
I don't really see any point in going past 4K because your eyes won't.
Really but they will.
They'll keep. I don't know if they will.
No, do you not think it'll go like 4.1?
There is 8K.
The thing after that is just like VR.
Yeah. Literally, your eye past 4K, your eyes can't. It's like megapixels on a camera. It can have 50 megapixels, but it makes no difference.
Right.
There's only your eyes can't differentiate any more detail than
right.
There is a limit.
Yeah.
So they just have to bring the detail closer to your face. And that's where the headsets come in.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've tried some of those VR things. It's pretty freaky, but
that's what I mean. I'm a bit scared by it. I'm all for technology, but I don't want it to be while I'm alive. No, I don't know.
Until you really try it, though.
Yeah.
But
I just don't want to get to the stage where we don't even interact with real life people.
Yeah, well, that is. Yeah,
that's a scary thought to me.
That's a definite possibility. But going back to the music side of it, it's all going to be digital, like iTunes and Spotify, and just.
Yeah.
I mean, there will always. Vinyl's never gone away.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like obviously cassettes
and
it's
coming
so they're
back.
gone.
And have you seen Sainsbury's have got their own record label? Is it record label?
Yeah, I think so.
And then now obviously they're really pushing vinyl in the
But that's never gone away, and it's obviously it's getting more popular now.
Yeah.
But
it's getting more popular again, even though
I could see CDs disappearing.
Yeah, I can see that
because of the I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like with the vinyl resurgent, which is great, but I could have done with it a few years ago before all the shops closed. Do you know what I mean? Now it's why Sainsbury's have got their own place and stuff like that. So it's a bit unfortunate because loads of amazing record shops did close down and stuff like that. So in Manchester, some of the better ones are still there, like Vinyl Exchange and Piccadilly Records.
Well, think about it, a lot of say someone who's 14, 15 listening to this. They won't have half the thing we've just talked about. They'll be like, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
I know.
It's like
I know. It's so weird. I used to be like, I never want to be one of those grumpy old men, and it's exactly what we sound like.
But the other crazy thing is how short a period that's happened over.
Yeah.
Like the last 15 years.
Yeah.
Since like 2004, 2005 was when digital. That's when the record companies started reporting on like 40-50% drops in physical album sales, and that was when people were just getting it for free. So the bottom was literally falling out of the industry.
Yeah,
but 100%. People who were born around then, they'll have always grown up. Music's free. I don't have to pay for music. Why should I pay for music?
I know. Oh.
It's just like why? Then the next because it's all digital. For an artist, the pressure is all now on the live show.
Yeah,
that's the only way they're going to make money.
Of course it is.
So it's like.
Yeah, and again, that's what we talked about before. It's obviously why the ticket prices is so expensive. So for these kids, or anyway, that's
younger people.
For that. So for anyone who's grown up in the digital age, they're obviously used to the ticket prices being like that. But then you've got people our age and older who are moaning about ticket prices because they don't understand that obviously things have changed, and it's like they might still buy CDs and stuff, but obviously that's not enough for these bands.
It's like you say to them, well, if you like these artists so much, and you only stream the music, so they're not getting much money from you, then if you want to support them, go to their show,
go and
buy the ticket, buy the merchandise,
but buy the physical. While you can buy the physical albums as well, do that as well. That's a sign, isn't it? It's like there's nothing better. If to discovering things like, and then you can try it out and stuff like that. So no one should have any shame in. Obviously, I pay for Apple Music, like so it's only $10 a month, but so that's something. But if your way of getting in someone is via illegally downloading it, but then you love it, then do something about it. Yeah. Do pay for whatever you.
It's weird the thought of a younger person, but like they stream the music on whatever platform.
Yeah.
But then they have no physical connection to the band. They don't own a single T-shirt or album. That's probably happening,
and that'll be for the majority. That will be the case,
or that's it. Yeah, they'll only ever stream the music. They don't go to their shows or anything like that. They're just they're sort of a digital consumer, and that could be the market. So it's like, what can you do to persuade them to break that habit?
Yes,
because that's like
I don't
future.
know. I think things will change again. I've got no idea what to, but I think there'll be another major shift in something. I don't know what it'll be. Like you say, it'll be that bands and artists will come out with more money than they're currently doing.
They need to.
Yeah.
It's such a high pressure thing.
Because like, obviously the big bands are fine. Of course they are. But for the smaller bands, such as your X-Band and stuff like that, it's like, how can you sustain? It's
so
not,
tough.
It's not
like
possible.
You've not got much to go on.
Yeah.
I mean, in a way, it does make some artists better because they've got to be really good live.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to persuade someone to pay with their hard-earned cash to pay to come and see you to play.
Yeah.
And then when they're there to buy your merchandise.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like, so that makes you better.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's still, like, these platforms wouldn't exist without the artists.
Yes.
Yeah. The artist is the last to get paid, and they get paid the smallest thing.
You do. I mean, yeah. And you worry that like some of the greatest musicians of all time might just we'll never hear them.
Yeah.
That there could be that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just
with digital, it's so
few.
saturated as well.
Yeah.
Like that's so some great artists are just going to slip under the radar because they just can't.
So again, swings and roundabouts. It means they are there, and one day you might discover them, but it might just be fluke or luck or whatever. So it's there's good and bad, isn't there? With everything. That's a really boring thing to say.
Someone should start like fair trade music.
Yeah.
You know, like when
organic music.
Yeah, when Co-op brought out like fair trade chocolate, the whole thing was like, we're going to pay the farmers, and everyone was like, the farmers? Oh yeah, those guys.
There is farmers involved in making chocolate.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, okay. I'll start paying fair trade and give the farmers some more money. Let's have fair trade music.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I think you're onto something.
I mean, but no, that could be it.
Have you just thought off the top of your head right now?
Yeah.
No, you've been brewing that for ages. You thought, this is the perfect time. Yeah,
I have not. You just kind of associate like artists at the bottom of the pile, or the cocoa farmers are at the bottom of the pile. It's like, Co-op sorted that out with fair trade, didn't they?
Yeah.
That's a really good analogy.
Yeah. See.
Right,
wow.
Dragon's Den this stuff right now.
Shit on there.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Come on, please.
Write your business plan
Listen,
down.
take us with you.
You must know your figures.
Right,
yeah.
I need to go with a
Nail
good brand
that
and a
first,
good logo.
That's it.
That's important.
Get Skiddle behind you. You'll be no problems.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
That's a good idea though. But yeah, artists are going to have to get paid more because it's so tough the way it is.
Yes.
But that's the world we live in. See what happens. But yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Right, cool. Are you wrapping it up?
I think it's time to wrap it up.
You know what? I think we're all quite tired.
Do you know how long we've been here?
How long?
2 hours.
Have we?
Yeah.
It's just flown by.
Right. No, it really has. It really has. Honestly, thanks.
But if people want to get in touch with you, how can they do so?
Should I give my mobile out? No. Only
don't do that.
Joking. All the women will come flocking. Just joking. I don't know. I mean, I suppose I can give them an email of it. I can give. So Gareth at Skiddle.com. If you want to sell tickets with us, if you just I don't know.
Skiddle hiring?
Skiddle are always hiring, really. Yeah.
What are they looking for?
Everything, all departments, business development, account managers, customer care. Well, yeah, like I say, the company is growing by the day. So yeah,
good to hear.
Just get in touch and stuff, and I'm sure we can work together in various ways.
Do they have like a website or Facebook
Skiddle.com
pages or anything?
Yeah, everything, all the stuff.
Everything
Skiddle. If you go on, search for Skiddle, it's very, very easy. Skiddle.com, and then you can get everything. Our Facebook page has got 120,000, and Twitter's not far behind. Instagram, we're on everything. Snapchat, so add us all, get the app, just get it all. Yeah. Buy loads of tickets from us. No one else. And come to Micron as well, obviously. 11th birthday. It'll be gone by the time that this comes out, but come to the 12th birthday.
When is the 11th birthday?
It's a week on Friday, so the 17th of November.
Oh, this comes out the Monday before that.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, right then.
Not this Monday coming, the one after.
Right. Oh yeah, perfect. Come on Friday. Come this Friday. We're doing this live now. Come this Friday to Micron and Stage and Radio. It's the 11th birthday in Manchester. Facebook.com/Micron Club. Yeah.
There you go. Oh. Cheers, Gareth. Thanks for joining us. It's been fun.
Much.
And we'll definitely do it again sometime.
Right. Cool. Nice one.
All right. Cheers. Thank you.
Ciao.